Hello, everybody, and welcome to the party. Another episode of Blade Dark. It's a pleasure to be with you all here tonight. Before we kick off this game of Blades in the Dark, let us first thank our sponsors. Welcome to the Party has a couple of sponsors, and they're all awesome. The first of which is Tabletop Loot. They make cool dice and stuff for your gaming needs. You can find their work at tabletoploot.com. And if you like dice as much as me, you should go check it out. There is our second supporter is Devin Rue. She is the mistress of maps. She creates incredible fantasy maps, and they are all awesome. I have one, and it's great. You can see her work at rueinc.com. Our third sponsor is So Nerdwear, and they are the official nerd sponsor. They're our official merch sponsor for Welcome to the Party, and have great nerd apparel. If you are shopping on So Nerdwear, you can use the code WELCOME to get 10% off your next purchase, and that is sonerdwear.com, I believe, right, Throck?
Yes.
Okay, and they have a little slogan. Throck, they have that slogan. You want to give me that slogan?
Oh, well, I'd be glad to, Goofy.
I don't like this. I don't like this that you're doing.
Well, it's So Nerdwear. It's what the nerds wear, Goofy.
I hate it, but thank you. I appreciate it.
Well, you don't like Mickey Mouse? Are you not okay?
I don't like Mickey Mouse.
Okay.
We can get it. That's a whole topic for another time.
Okay.
We can get on how much I hate Mickey Mouse. So, our last sponsor, and a very good one, is Roll20, which is a website we've been using for a while. They are the virtual tabletop, what do you call it, platform? What would you call it?
It's a virtual tabletop, yeah.
A virtual tabletop that runs straight out of your web browser. Everything you need to play with your friends is ready at the click of a mouse, from click to roll character sheets to built-in video and voice chats. You can even upload your own maps and tokens, which I believe some of the games have done. It's very cool. And you can get all that and more with a free basic account on roll20.net. You can sign up now at the link that's provided. And it is really, really awesome. I was skeptical when I first heard about it. And then when I actually started to see what it could do, it is really, really useful, especially when you play with everybody online. And there is, if you guys like what you see here with Welcome to the Party, you should check out our Patreon. It is our Patreon not only goes to support the channel, but as it grows, will act as an incubator, providing funds for amazing artists, writers, and more in the RPG community. So if you want some awesome bennies, like you wrote bennies, if you want some awesome bennies while supporting some amazing makers, join us on Patreon. It's the best way to support this channel, and the link should be right there. And you guys should absolutely check out the Discord. The Discord for Welcome to the Party is a cool place. It is a happening place. People are always talking about something. There's tons of different topics, a lot of great people, and it's a really neat way to meet some new people and maybe get involved with some games, or at least see how different games are played. It's a neat place. I would definitely suggest that you check it out. And I believe that does it for our spiel. So now let us introduce our characters today. We are playing Blades in the Dark. Blades in the Dark is an awful, awful world full of awful, awful people. And our players are no different. They are terrible, evil, the worst of human. No, they're not. But they are all scallywags and scoundrels trying to claw their way up the hierarchy, or through the ecosystem that is Duskwall, a terrible city in the Blades world. This world is shattered beyond belief. The sun is dead. The seas are black. Leviathans swim around. All the humanity lives within these big walled-in cities that just suck. There's cannibal ghosts everywhere that just eat you and are nuts. There's horrors. There's maybe vampires somewhere. It sucks. And then on top of it, there's a brutal criminal underworld, which is where our players currently reside. And let us introduce our characters. First of all, Kay, tell us about who you are and who you're playing tonight.
Hey, I'm Kate, also known as Undead Kay on the interwebs. I will be playing Scarlet the Hound.
The Hound.
Ow!
Nice. a crack shot with a gun and damn good at finding people. And Crystal.
Hello, people. My name is Crystal Fear, and I will be playing Ebony, the Whisper.
Whisper. Some may call them witches, others call them whispers, but either way, they're dangerous. And Bisonic.
Kevin on Twitter, and I will be playing Sparrow the Lurk, Ghost Thief.
Can anybody else hear?
You're very quiet. You're
Am
very
I too quiet? Yeah, I backed away from my microphone. That's on me.
Yeah, you gotta get like right up in there.
I'm Bisonic Kevin. I'll be playing Sparrow the Lurk.
The Lurk, a very skilled thief in the night. And Throck.
Hi, I'm Sean, also known as Throck, and I'll be playing Grimolkin, the I don't even remember Spider.
Spider.
the he who plots and plans of the group. Yes.
Yes. He's a bit of a Renaissance man. He kind of does it all. A little bit of thwacking, a little bit of talking.
He does like to fight a bit, yes.
Yes. So we are down. We are short a player. Death by Mage is not with us tonight, and so he cannot play Victor, who is our leech, basically the tech guy who creates bombs and such, our demolitions expert in a way. So we will do our best without him. And I say, let us hop in to the world by recapping a bit. Does anyone want to take us through a recap, or would you like me to do it?
Go for it.
Want me to do it? Okay. So, I believe last we played, you had all essentially made peace with John Irons. He is no longer hunting you. You gave him his ability to say goodbye to his wife and finally put her soul to rest. And so he walked away. You gave him a nobleman to keep because the nobleman was the one who captured his wife, and that revenge story is done with. Afterwards, you all basically jumped right back into business, really, into your lives. Some of you indulged in vice, some of you healed a little bit more wounds, and more importantly, Grimolkin received a lot of missives for different jobs that were available. You got the choice of 3 different jobs. One was from Jaren, one was from Snow, the leader of the Badgers, and one was from Siren. The jobs from Snow and Jaren paid reasonable, but the job from Siren was too sweet to pass up. It was worth about, all told, so it's 3 coin per person, so all told that's about 15 coin. 15 coin worth for a job. Now, there's a catch. The job is tricky. You are required to get information. There's a secret message out there that is split up between 3 people. These 3 people alone carry these different portions of the message. You need all 3 to complete the message. You need to find these 3 people. Not too hard. You got a hound. You all know the lay of the land. However, these people also know the lay of the land and are hiding and are being, well, you're not sure how long you have before the rest of the city catches wind of this. This message, whatever it is, apparently people are going to want it. What it means, what it leads to, Siren wasn't even sure. But the gangs are going to be after it, maybe others. So, as that stands, you accepted the job, and it seemed like Siren didn't actually have that money to spend. It was more of a desperate move. Definitely you would get rewarded for the don't feel like I'm cheaping you out on that. You're going to get it. But it seemed like a desperate maneuver. Why pay this much for this job? It seemed a bit strange. But you accept it nonetheless because money is money. And it would be great to have 15 coin. So I believe we left off there. Did I leave anything out?
No.
Little things I think of you guys traveling around the city.
Yeah.
Oh,
we went and
you got to meet some of the different. You met. You also got a job offering from Billy.
Yes.
Psycho Billy, and Sparrow had an interesting encounter with Psycho Billy, meeting him for the first time. A fun chat, and she threw a knife at him, which he enjoyed. You were also hanging out with his brother, so there's that. whole
It's a
thing.
certain kind of flirting. It's a certain
It's-
kind of flirting.
It's a certain kind of. We don't know what goes on when Sparrow goes to the circus, because that's where you find Mr. O'Malley, and I do believe. Oh, you two. I know that Kay and Sparrow began searching for Shitty Shot Joe somewhere in the city, wherever he may be.
And we didn't tell each other that we were searching.
No, it was sort of and it's like an underground competition that you're both. So there's that happening. I believe also Grimalkin asked Ebony out on a date, if I do believe.
That is correct.
I believe I remember that. Yes. And yeah. And I believe Grimalkin told Chud how much Grimalkin loves and appreciates Chud, the bartender.
That is opposite of correct. Yes, that is very good. Yeah.
So
You got that
tell him
ass
how much you love him?
backwards. Yeah.
He'll never know.
He's the
Truly feel-
worst.
They're gonna be best friends by the end of it. It's fine.
Yeah. There's a whole arc that we've got planned out, Evan and I, for Chud and my character. It's
For
very
Chud,
sweet.
yeah, it's this whole
Yeah.
like, brotherly bond thing. It's great.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah.
Ends with Grimalkin caving in Chud's skull. I'm tired of you. He finally snaps and loses it. Throws away all his money. Anyway, so did I leave anything out? I can't remember if I forgot anything.
No, I think that's everything. That was very well done.
Okay. Then let us walk in. First things first. We need to get rid of Victor permanently. He wants to kill Victor. So I'm gonna say that Victor let you guys know that he probably very curtly walked up to each of you, like probably separately. I doubt he held up a whole meeting and just said, "I'm going to be gone for a few days, maybe weeks," and then just probably walked away. And,
all right.
do not worry, I will be fine. And then just went about his business. I will say that because of his leaving, he would have most likely left some of you with stuff. So if any of you guys wanted to still use him as a source of a flashback, you totally can. To say like before he left, you know what I mean?
Yeah. He said he left some gear for us in chat.
The what?
He said in Discord chat he left gear for us as well.
Oh, then that makes sense. Because I think he would have. I think that makes a lot of sense for his character.
Yeah.
So yeah, Victor can make something. So yeah, if you want smoke bombs, whatever, tripwires, whatever you want. But maybe not like big heavy bombs. I don't know if he'd leave you a big heavy bomb, but like knickknacks things. So
Only a music box bomb.
only the little music. This is pretty goddamn dangerous. So let us cut back to the game. You all know the job. The job from Siren. Get these three people. Get whatever their message, the message that each of them carries, get to them before anybody else does, and then profit. There's no step
apparently.
Yeah. Her plan was a little strange, and this is half cocked, but this is sort of all of a sudden. She basically is trying to throw you out there before the other gangs get to these people. And for reference, I have the names of the three people if you guys need them. One is Minnie the Moocher.
I've got them.
Oh, you got them all?
Mm-hmm.
I got him too.
Okay, excellent. So if you guys want to start, however you guys want to start with collecting info or whatever you want to do to prep for this job, how are we doing it? What are we doing?
Right. So I have a first idea. We only have a distinct lead on one of these people, and that may be the first place for us to start. Mr. What is his name again? Blotch. Oh no, yeah, Nigel Blotch. Yeah, that's right. Mr. Blotch.
Blotch is a hound.
Oh no, I'm sorry, Brendan Normans. Is a bouncer at the Leaky Bucket. And I believe that may be a good place for us to start. Because we don't have anything else on the other ones. I could go do some digging, but perhaps from him we can learn more.
So essentially, you want to dive right into this.
Well, we want to look for information, gather information about these people first.
Yes, and Nigel Blotch seems to be the first one. Yeah. The only one we have a distinct and immediate lead on is Nigel Blotch of the Leaky Bucket. And so that would be the first one I think we should gather information on and perhaps capture to help us learn about the other ones, if he may have information or not.
Okay. Scarlet, do you know Nigel the Blotch?
I would. There's a lot of hounds in the city. You've probably heard the name. You could probably do a little digging, maybe talk to some of your contacts to find out where his stomping grounds are, or where he likes to go to lay low. But hounds are hard to find because they're good at finding others, so they're a little tricky. But you could probably figure it out.
I suppose if I happen to find who I'm looking for right now, I could ask. At least try.
But should we focus all our efforts on the one person?
I don't think so.
Okay, and Minnie the Moocher, we don't know anything about her.
Brock is dying. Watch him die.
I love my cat, but I have a closet where they shit is like right next to this office, and she is the smelliest. Fucking yeah. Had to hit that with some stuff. Okay, sorry, I'm back in it.
Trying to take you out.
Yeah, absolutely trying to take me out. No doubt about it.
So,
all right.
Maybe we shouldn't focus solely on Mr. Norman's. I mean, I think a good way to learn about him might be talking to the other people at the bucket.
Well, yeah, I was thinking if somebody wants to go try and run down this hound person, I can happily go to the bar. Check that out.
I'm always up for going to a bar.
Let's do it.
That doesn't surprise me.
I'll see if I can find anyone who knows Minnie.
Perfect.
Okay, so then this is our. Oh, sorry for clapping next to my microphone. Then this is our information to try to figure out who these people are, where they are, right? So, how are you guys? What are you going to use to figure these people out? Like Grimulkin, if you go to the bar, are you going to use consort, sway? Are you going to thrash some people? Doesn't really seem.
It depends on the bar.
That is true. That is true. I would say that you know the Leaky Bucket. It is actually.
It's a Duskwall franchise.
The what?
It's a Duskwall franchise. It's like the McDonald's of Duskwall.
It's so it is kind of famous in a way. It is in Crowsfoot, and it is owned by a man named Martin Gull. This man used to be the leader of the Crows. This bar is deep in Crows territory. Now that doesn't mean that if you go there, they're going to be like, get out of here, because you're not doing it. But just be aware. The bar that this man works in is owned by the old leader. He is well respected by the people around, and he's a sharp guy.
All right.
So that's probably about all you know. I don't think you've ever really been there, most likely. And Ebony, you as well, when you guys enter this bar, whatever you want to use to gain information, that's what you can roll, so I can kind of decide how much you're going to get out of the scene, how much information you'll get.
I'll probably wind up using something along the lines of consort.
Okay. And same with you guys. You're going for Minnie, right, Sparrow?
Yes.
And okay, so that leaves Kay to hunt down the hound. Hound the hound. All right, that makes sense. Okay, so then, what are you guys gonna roll? Let's start with Grimulkin and Ebony.
Well, if you're going to do consort, I'll do sway, and perhaps between the two of us, we can get some information out of this.
I think that makes sense. If like two people pit maneuver trying to figure out one thing, I think it would make sense that you guys can kind of put your collective heads together. So do you guys go right to the bar?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. All right. Then let's roll.
My sight gag is failing because I don't think Crystal is. I put our heads together, you see.
Oh, are you trying to put your heads together in the
there
chat?
we go. There it is. All right. No, other way. There you
I'm
go.
not in the chat.
There it is. All right. Okay. There we go. We tried. Anyways, it's fine.
It's working so well.
Yeah.
Screen, you're over there.
It's fair. All right. Sway. Yes.
Sway. All right. So I will describe the ambiance of the bar so you can figure out kind of how you want to do it. The leaky bucket is not the thunder bucket. It's not a vicious, violent place. It's it's still a dive in a way, but it's obviously more kept together. The guy who runs it runs sort of a tight ship. He doesn't allow nasty shit to happen in his bar as long as it's not, if he gets a coin, maybe he'll be okay with it. But most of the time he doesn't allow like fights and shit. And people come there to drink. There's a good couple of crows in there. You probably just recognize them because you live in the city. But they're just kind of hanging out. They're not giving you stink eyes. And I don't think anybody really even knows that you guys are the Phantoms. To really like that's kind of still a Mobius sort of thing. So here they are just hanging out. It seems like a pretty chill place, a pretty calm atmosphere. There's a lot of dark colors here. The shades are sort of like a dark gray. A lot of the crows, a crow because they wear just like dark black cloaks, and they all have
crow noses, like the plastic ones you can get at a.
Well, they all dye their hair black, and like some of them wear it in front of their eyes and stuff. That's like the crows.
Yeah.
So anyway, some of them like to wear mascara a little bit around their eyes. The men, the women, doesn't matter. Black painted nails. These are the crows. But they are dangerous and deadly people, so still must be careful. But everyone's cool, everyone's calm. That's the environment.
Right. So I think what I would do is I would go up to the bartender and be like, "Oh, hello. I noticed you have a new because I would imagine Blotch isn't actually being the bouncer right now."
So the one that you would be looking for is Norman's.
Yes.
Not Blotch. Blotch is the hound. Norman's is the bouncer.
Oh, I keep getting that backwards, and I really just keep wanting to say Blotch, I think is what it comes down to.
Well, because his first name is Brendan. Yeah. Brendan Blotch.
Brendan Norman. Yeah.
Brendan Norman. He is a
Blotch
bouncer.
is a fun word.
It is a fun word.
And thus, I could arguably go up and say, "Oh, I've noticed that Brendan's not here. Come on, you must know something," to the bartender. Sort of that kind of.
Okay, so the bartender is Martin Gull. He's the owner and the operator.
Oh, interesting. I wouldn't have known that until devastated time ago. So I would still do that.
You probably never really met him. I would say. You like to consort with different types.
Yes.
This is probably actually like your bag, really.
Yeah.
But that's fine. So you walk up to him and you're trying to get some info out of him.
Yeah.
All right, roll that stuff. Let's see how generous he's feeling.
I am willing to take a devil's bargain, always. I'm open to it.
Okay, devil's bargain. You do this. You mention Brendan Norman's in this situation, and you risk him getting not like killed or anything, but you risk him getting picked up by the crows, which means then it would be less a finding him and more of a rescue op or capture the flag in a way.
I think that's a bridge too far. I think that is making an enemy with someone I don't want to make an enemy with, at least right away. Someday maybe, but not today.
This is a delicate job. This job is everybody wants these.
We'll just go for it with 2 dice. What am I looking at?
So I would say risky.
Sure.
And I would say great.
Oh, great. Okay.
Yeah.
Any bonus dice for any reason? No, there's no bonus dice. That's not how this game works. 6.
Nice. Okay. So he looks at you, and as you begin to tell him, or rather, would you like to tell me how you convince him to open up to you?
I would just be like, yeah. I'd be like, I used to come in here all the time, and Norman was just great fun to talk to. We're not really alike in any way, and that made it interesting. And so I was kind of wondering what happened to him. Yeah.
So Martin Gull, a older man kind of slick back graying hair, a bit of a beard, but well taken care of, and as well black fingernails with several like rings on them as he kind of folds his fingers on the bar and listens to you. And he goes, "That's funny that. I don't remember ever seeing you, but..." And he kind of looks you up and down, and he looks over to Ebony, and he looks Ebony up and down. And he looks back and he kind of leans in and he goes, "I like the way you lie. So I'll tell you what, you're looking for him? You're looking to hurt him?"
No, not at all. Quite the opposite.
All right.
And if you can look at this, you know I'm not lying.
Well, today's his off day, but I can tell you when he's working, you can swing by, have a chat with him. How's that?
So, to your knowledge, he has not yet gone missing or anything?
No.
Oh, that's good. That's all I was wondering. All right, so tomorrow would be perfect. Thank you.
Works for me.
All right.
Now, is there any other information that you wanted to grab, Ebony? As you now know the place that he's going to be and when.
I don't. I would come back over to you and be like, well, we know he's going to be here tomorrow, and today's his day off. Maybe somebody knows where his day off is. And we could get him today instead.
That's actually a fantastic idea.
You're fine.
So I'm going to go up and say, look, honestly, I'd like to see this guy today if I can. I don't suppose you happen to know where he's hanging out.
Okay. And is this consort? Sway? Yeah?
It's consort.
Roll that business. Let's see if you succeed.
Risky?
I would say risky, and I would say great.
Okay.
Fine, it's good.
All right. He looks at you, kind of smiles a little bit. Well, you two really are interested to meet him, huh?
Indeed.
Perhaps.
All right. I'm a little out of the game, so that makes me a little out of the information loop. But yeah, sure, why not? He gives you his address. He tells you where he lives. Not far from the bar at all. Yeah, nearby a little. I would say a small. He probably lives in actually. He used to live in a tenement. It was since vacated because of horrible rats. Now he lives in a small, shitty house that he was able to scratch up enough money working here, working legit, and got a little house.
Excellent. As we go outside, I would be like, first, well done. Second, should we just go over there now? Should we wait for everyone?
I say, well, let's go.
I agree. That sounds like a capital idea.
Okay, then you two alone are going to roll your own encounter roll, or whatever it's called. Because that's the job. You are now starting 1/3 of this job.
I think Kevin is giving me the stank eye.
You're kicking it off. Oh no, I love that you're splitting up. I thought that this would be the more fun way to do this job. So
nothing bad ever happens from splitting the party.
Agreed.
I just want you guys to roll your thing, and then we will move on. We're not going to jump into you guys going.
Sure.
We're gonna...
So we get at least 2 dice.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything we don't know about that would reduce dice?
This is gonna get heavy. Yes.
Okay.
I would say just the challenge of what's to come will take a dice away from you.
Okay.
But I would say you gain a dice, right, because you're tangling with powers above.
Yes.
Or that's for rep. That's for rep.
That's for rep, but it's not overly risky and not underly risky for us to just go check it out, I would imagine. And so that would probably be a die. And then I give us 1. So that would be 3.
Yep.
Yeah.
You get 1.
Okay. So I will. You want to roll engagement?
Isn't there one for being well planned or something?
Yeah, but we're just kind of we got some. Unless you call us asking some questions well planned, I wasn't even going to argue for that one.
I mean, you guys went through the trouble of, doing the info. All right, we'll stick with 3. This is going to be funny.
I thought you said it was going to be funny either way, and I'm like, well, shit. Okay.
Oh, no, fun and funny. Funny for me.
Do you want to roll engagement, or do you want me to roll engagement?
Go for it.
Oh, God. Remember what happened last time? I'm going to fuck us again. I'm just letting you know. I'm going to fuck us, because I can't roll. I can't roll this.
Okay.
Shit.
Don't worry about it. We're going to come back to you guys in a bit.
I'm not allowed to roll engagement. I'm not allowed to do it.
Give me 2 seconds. Let me double check what the... Yeah, this is going to be good. Okay. So, let's move on to... Let's go to Sparrow. Sparrow, how are you looking for Minnie, the moocher?
I'm gonna ask... what's his face? Our Scruffy. I'm gonna ask Scruffy if he knows where I should be looking.
Okay. So roll what you would roll, and let's see how sober and helpful Scruffy is today.
Well, okay.
Did you have something in mind?
I was thinking of I don't even know what area she's in. So
well, that's probably something that Scruffy would know.
Yeah, but I can't finesse it out of him. All right. I'll roll my sway, which is terrible.
I'm gonna also, because you're using Scruffy and because he's one of your this is one of your official info people, I will say, let's say you guys always get 1 extra die with Scruffy.
Cool.
Just because he likes you. Grimulkin gave him nice clothes that are now gone.
All right, what's my position? Risky?
No, I would say controlled. Great. It's never risky with Scruffy.
Gotcha.
But you will owe him a hug.
I will get someone to hug him.
Okay, that's fine. Ooh, good. You have 1 sway?
It's a bad day in Dustfall, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I don't know where to look.
All right, don't worry, I got you. So he goes. How are you asking? What information are you asking?
Scruffy, I'm looking for a con artist. Where does she operate out of?
Who's the con artist you're looking for?
Minnie.
Minnie. And he scratches it. Kind of a big guy, Scruffy with the big coat, kind of scratches his little knit cap. Oh, Minnie the Moocher?
Yeah, not so loud.
I know Minnie the Moocher. I know her real well. And he's yelling it. And he goes, I believe you can usually find her in Brightstone, always going for them big marks. I think she likes a hotel. It's called the Carson.
The Carson in Brightstone?
Yeah. The Carson Hotel in Brightstone is usually where you can find Minnie. Am I yelling? I'm always yelling. People tell me I'm yelling.
Thank you for that recommendation of where I will be staying tonight.
Oh, are you going to stay with Minnie the Moocher? Be careful. She's a coin snatcher. She is. Can I have a hug? He opens his big, strong, smelly, soft arms.
I'll look around for a kid or something.
You're desperately looking as he is getting closer and closer to your body, and just
Oh God, I know better than to try to pickpocket Scruffy.
Why would you do that? There's only going to be bird poop in there.
Yeah.
Here he comes.
Oh God.
Here he comes. He's coming for that hug. What are you doing? What's Sparrow doing? Does she do a backflip? Does she stay?
She'll
You take it? He wraps you in his big, smelly, yet comforting arms, and he holds you there. He holds you there for a full minute, which is way longer than a hug should ever last. But there he is, embracing you, and you're uncomfortable. He smells. His breath smells of whiskey. There's a fire barrel nearby that smells of charred wood, and a rat got in there, and it's, oh god, the hair, it's bad. And he lets you go, and you feel a little better. You feel a little better.
Good, I'm gonna go change.
Why? All right, see ya.
Been a long day. See ya. Been a long night.
Okay. So you got your information. Did you want to head right over there?
I will do recon on that place. I'm not gonna like try to approach her. I'm just gonna keep an eye on it.
Okay, so you don't want to actively...
I'll leave a note saying I'm going to stake out the Carson if anyone needs me for anything. Leave a note with Chud.
Okay.
That will never get to us.
You give it to Chud.
I tack it to Chud's back.
He turns around. He's washing dishes.
It is a straight up nail.
Yeah, it's in his back. He does not feel it. This gargantuan gentle giant is just cleaning the dishes. So you're just gonna go do recon. That's fine. So I don't know if that counts as starting the mission. Let's say it doesn't. Let's instead, I would like you to roll whatever you're gonna roll to try to stake out the place. Are you inside? Are you outside? Are you inside blending in? Are you outside on a rooftop? The Scarlet method, how you doing this? You dressed as a waitstaff? Remember, you guys can just sort of, you know what I mean, if you want to go incognito.
Incognito.
I will be in the hotel bar.
Okay.
Where I can see as many staircases as possible.
Okay, there's 600 staircases.
Yes, I want views of all of them.
You have views of everyone. You have so many mirrors.
And I want... Did I get any description of her from Scruffy? Like...
Yes, so Minnie the Moocher. Petite, hair color likely to change, but last known it was short and blonde. She usually wears like these nice dresses. She only ever has with her like a small purse. Everything else she needs in life, she gets from other people. She is very, very good at what she does, and she sustains a living that way. But her clothes, hair, makeup is likely to change. But Caucasian female. So.
All right. And then I'm gonna look for Caucasian females who are clearly working a mark.
Okay, gotcha. I think that makes sense. You guys can probably spot that pretty well. Especially, you've seen how Grimulkin works and how he speaks to people, and you probably know the different marks to pick up with con-esque sort of
the patter
interaction.
Risky standard.
I would say this is risky, and I would say standard is the right get.
Nothing for bonus dice. 6.
Nice.
6.
Ooh. Okay. All right. So I will say, I will control where you see her. You can control what you want to do, how you want to interact. You see her walking up one of these 6 million staircases. You see her walking up one of the staircases, laughing with a portly gentleman. Looks like maybe he's low nobility, but here he is. And they're laughing about something you can't quite hear, but she's definitely putting the moves out, touching his arm. When he goes to like pull her in a little bit closer, she pulls away, like she's doing the dance. You know what I mean? Yeah, she knows what she's doing, and they are going upstairs.
All right, I'm gonna go to whoever was waiting their table and be like, "Oh, he left this," and pull out a man's wallet.
Is it the waiter's wallet?
No, because you'd recognize your own wallet.
Okay, that's true. Okay.
Someone else at the bar. She just took his wallet. Oh, the large gentleman who just went upstairs, left this. What floor is he on?
I think I remember his name. Come with me. And he goes over to the front desk because he's not going to know. And he talks to, it takes a few minutes. You're looking. They're on the I don't know. There's elevators in this world. Fuck you. There's elevators. It's all powered by Leviathan blood. They get on the elevator. They look like Bioshock elevators. You know, they're all fancy and cool. And it like, boo, and you're like, fuck, as it goes up. But you get the room number. I will say they are on. Let's give them like the presidential suite or something. There's a party up there.
Oh, okay. So she's at a party at the suite.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Sweet.
Well, what is it? Presidential suite or penthouse? Penthouses are like the cool shit, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how hotels work. I've never been in a penthouse.
The presidential suite's generally the penthouse, I think.
Yes.
Okay.
In this case, probably the imperial suite, because there's an emperor, not a president.
And there's a active party up there.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you want to act now and roll your engagement roll, or do you want to wait and regroup?
I'm going to wait and maintain surveillance.
Okay.
For now, because I'm trying to think of a way to enter this party, and it's a little too fancy for what I have with me.
Okay. I am going to give you something, because you are very smart, and Sparrow is not a noob. Since you chose surveillance and you're not acting, you're going to see this before it becomes a problem. As you are sitting there waiting, kind of watching and checking everything out, you notice that. Let me see how many there are.
26.
Nope. You notice that six beautifully dressed Eruvian men and women come walking into the hotel. You notice that all 6 of them have on their body, either on their hip or on their back, small to medium blades. Now, they are allowed to come in here with this. You don't know why, but they speak to the people. At first, the clerk seems a little confused. Then they begin to speak to the clerk, and the clerk's like, absolutely. And they show the clerk some pieces of paper and like, oh, of course. And you see them speaking a little bit more. You notice that each of these blades has wrapped around in a beautiful red sash, wrapped right around the hilt all the way down. They are all top of the line gear is what they're wearing, these swords. But the rest of their clothes look almost like they're ready for a party. And they are sitting there speaking to them, and they point them upstairs. And they thanks, and they begin to leave. They're led by a woman. She is a little more fierce than the rest of them, but still holding herself together. But as she's speaking, as she turns her head, you see that there is a large a scar kind of cut across. She has shaved hair on the sides, so it's like short cropped, and sort of her hair on the top is kind of pulled into a braided sort of mohawk that kind of goes down her back, in great held together with these little golden clasps. Very, very pretty. These people are very pretty. And they go walking up the steps.
Okay. We'll see Sparrow walk into a closet.
Okay. I'll leave you there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
How are you hunting this hound?
Well, I'm going to try to basically kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Okay, that's a little sadistic, but that's fine.
Okay, not literally kill this time. Well, maybe.
Mean.
We'll see.
Mean.
We'll see. I am going to try to find Shitty Shot Joe and see if I can get the information out of him.
Interesting. Okay. So, I believe we started clocks for Shitty Shot Joe. And
yeah, but 3.
Oh yeah, you were super close. Sorry, Sparrow. I think she's gonna win.
That's fine.
You know what?
Much love, Sparrow.
We'll just say, because this is what you're doing, I'll just say you filled the clock. We don't have to roll for that. You
okay.
You know that Shitty Shot Joe is waiting in he's in Bill Hook territory, and he's in one of their little vice dens. Indulging his vice, which is an opiate, and you are able to, right where he is. He's lounging on this sort of dirty couch with a couple of other people, just sort of basically smoking opium, whatever this world's version of opium is. I forget what it was. What do you call it? What would we call it?
I don't.
Anybody got a good different name for opium?
Popium.
Opium, and he's smoking out of a pipe that has a little Pope's face, a little Pope hat. That's what
It's got a little Pope hat on the front. I like it. Yeah.
Pope's prayers.
Pope's prayers, the greatest of popium. Pope's prayers is what it was originally called. Street people just called it popium. You got Pope? You got Pope on you?
You got some of that Pope?
Popium.
Dude, I'd like to sail the Holy See.
I like it. The blasphemy is real. I like it. So, yes, you are able to find him. You know where he is. How do you want to approach this? He does not look like he's in any condition to fight or shoot any better. I believe. No, he took his gun with him, but.
Is anybody sitting around him?
Two people that are blitzed out of their minds.
All right, I am going to walk right up to him and take him outside. Hey, how's it going? You and I should go take a walk.
Okay. He does not even recognize you. He starts walking with you. So what are you looking for? You interested in what you see?
Sure, we'll go with that. Let's go find a quiet place. Alley, maybe? Hotel room? Your call.
So he's extremely, we just go right out back.
All right, let's go. Lead the way.
Down and Zeddy. Straight like dogs. So he leads out back to like a dumpster. This is where I take all my best girls. It's fine. It's near a dumpster. He's so fucked right now. He doesn't even remember you. He's looking right at you.
It's at this moment, once he actually gets settled, looks comfortable, I'm going to pull out my gun, put it against his temple.
He sobers up very quickly. So you place the gun against his temple, and he, okay, all right. This isn't a game, is it? This isn't fun. What is this?
No, see, if you remember right, well, you probably don't, because you don't seem to recognize me right about now.
He offers you the pipe.
I'm going to take it with my free hand and throw it on the ground. Yeah, see, like I said, I don't think you remember me, but I remember you. And I'm just going to lift my shirt to show the scar where he shot me.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Scarlet, I didn't even recognize you, love. Yeah, it was so good to see you. So was that you? I didn't know that was you. I thought you was some. Please don't kill me, Scarlet. Please don't kill me. He's now back. I didn't kill you. Remember?
No, you didn't kill me because I saw you coming.
I wasn't even there.
There's a reason we call you Shitty Shot. Okay, so here's the deal. So you tell me where the blotch is, and I don't blow your brains out.
Okay. So what are you rolling for this? It seems like either you could roll Litany of Skirmish, you could roll your Hound, I guess, because of your interrogation, like intimidation. What do you guys think intimidation would be listed under?
Wreck.
You could roll your.
I have nothing in rec.
What about? I think probably sway is an intimidation, right?
I have nothing in sway either.
Command? Do you have command?
I have no resolve.
Oh, well, that's
about
no
this?
good.
What about this?
How about
You are an ex-assassin. You are known, you have killed people. This is something you have done for money. This is something you have done for less than someone shooting you. You've killed people for almost nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You can use, what is your highest skill? Hound?
Hunt, study, survey are all the same. Prowl and skirmish.
So I would say hunt. This is your. If we look at it from a different angle, this is your prey, and you are showing him that he is fucked.
Yeah.
And he has no recourse but to please you at this moment, or die.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah.
Okay.
I think if that works for everybody, yeah.
I mean, it works for me. I mean, this is what I mean. You guys can get really creative as long as you make it make sense. I think that can make sense.
It's what, 2 stress to get an extra die?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take the stress.
Do you want a devil's bargain instead?
What would the devil's bargain be?
Okay, the devil's bargain is if you let him live, he will come back for you and try to kill you again. Maybe he'll succeed this time, maybe he won't. If you kill him, then there will be someone else who will avenge him. Avenge Shitty Shot Joe. It was my brother!
You know what? Yeah, let's do it. I'll take it.
Okay, fuck it.
Fuck it. Fuck it.
Why not?
All right.
Okay, you get the extra die.
Risky?
I would say that this is risky, and let's go with standard.
Okie dokie.
Okay, excellent. With the gun against his temple, he is blubbering at this point. He goes, who'd you say? Blotch? You're looking for Blotch? Yeah. I know he hangs out in Dunslow. Oh, no, he hangs out in Dunslow. He's there. I think he's been laying low for a couple of days. Shit. I robbed his cousin a while ago. I robbed his house. I know where his cousin lives. The only family that Blotch has got in the world. If he's anywhere, he'd be with his. And I can tell you where he lives in Dunslow.
Okay, keep talking.
Okay, and he writes down the address and gives it to you, so you know where he lives in Dunslow is the poorest part of this entire city, of all of Duskfall. It is like the mud pit. It is right where I believe it's right where the prison is. Well, but it is a bad place. It sucks, and it is also home to the Roaches, which is a very big, and very nasty gang. They basically run all of Dunslow in their own way. But yeah, he would be somewhere in the Dunslow ghetto, which is just tons of crammed together tenement houses, lots of people packed into a small space.
I'm gonna go ahead and lower my gun.
Oh my god, okay, all right, you did the right thing. He has pissed himself.
Put my arm around his shoulder.
Oh. Well, all right. I mean, if you still are feeling a little...
See, I'm so glad that we had this nice little chat here.
Right.
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
You fucking shot me.
Yeah. But it was business, love. It was business. You and I both know it's just business.
Yeah, I understand business.
From the Iron Biters, I didn't know that you were going to make peace with him. He was all going to go away. I was trying to score a little, you know.
Oh yeah, no, trust me, I understand completely how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
And I did make a promise. I was not going to blow your brains out.
Oh, see, and you're a smart lady. The smart is very good. This is why you're the best, Scarlet. I tell everybody. I say, you remember Scarlet? I say, she's the best. I'll tell her.
Yeah, I know. That's when I'm going to go ahead and take the pistol, jam it into his stomach, and shoot.
Oh, you're going to gunshot him?
Yep.
Okay. In the back of the Bill Hook Opium house, you shove it into his stomach, and he goes, oh shit! As the blood onto the dumpster, and he leans back against the dumpster as it kind of the blood sort of seeps back onto it, and he just kind of slides down.
Oh my god, this hurts so much! Holy shit! I'm supposed to go into shock or something. This is terrible. This is the worst thing I've ever felt in my life.
Yeah, it sucks, doesn't it?
Oh my god! Is this what I did to people? This is terrible! I'm gonna rethink my life.
And he passes out.
I'm gonna leave.
Okay, you leave him. The blood begins to pour. Does Shitty Shot Joe live? Does he die? You don't care.
We don't know.
So if someone doesn't find him within the hour, he's fucked. So are you making your way to Dunslow? Or are you going to reconvene with one of the others on their job? Or do you want to go hound this boy?
I'm gonna go ahead and scope, but the plan is to reconvene.
Okay. Excellent. The best laid plans of mice and men always go right. That's what the saying goes. All right, so what are you using? Probably hunt?
Hunt, for sure. It's a tracking thing. I've got the address. I know where he is.
So I'm yes.
I mean, if I have the address, I don't really have to. I mean, unless he's not there.
Well, you said that you're scoping it out, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say I could actually just use a prowl. I think, right, unseen. So yeah.
Do you want to get in, or just kind of hang out outside?
Hang out. Okay. Don't draw attention to myself.
That's fine. So what you do notice, Dunslow is, like I said, it is the poorest part of Duskfall, and Duskfall is not the prettiest city at the best of times. It's the worst city at the worst of times. So this place is awful. Crow's Foot has a lot of poverty. This place is poverty. There is nothing here but drugs and crime, and what little bit of bluecoats that actually walk around don't give a fuck. As you walk on your way to this man's tenement building, which is where he lives, on the way to this big tenement building, you walk by, you see one man get stabbed, you see a couple of hoodlums grab a loaf of bread from a mother and a child, and they're like, "Oh, fuck, get back here, you fuck." You know what I mean? The mother chasing them with a stick. You see animals just kind of walking around, dogs and cats. You see as there's like critters walking around, there's a goat, and somebody's leading a goat into their apartment, and you see that they have like a knife, like, come on, because people are just looking for food, and so they'll just eat the animals that wander around. This place sucks. It sucks hard. I don't know if any of you are from Dunslow or grew up here, but if you did, it sucks hard. Anyway, you were able to find the tenement building. A lot of the buildings here are jammed right up close next to each other. A lot of them are made of wood and stone. Most of them are like falling apart. There's even like some of the places that still have people living in them have like roofs collapsed. It's a mess. But you see that in some of the buildings that are kind of spaced apart, you do see that there are like planks between windows, and you see like kids like like run across them going into other buildings. It's almost like this whole place is like another world. It's like a jungle here of stone and wood. It's an urban jungle, if you will. And as you make your way through it, you definitely feel eyes watching you. They recognize trouble when they see it. But as you get closer and closer to your destination, you fade more out. Let's go ahead and roll your prowl and see how successful you are at scooping out the stuff. And now, are you looking for danger? Are you trying to remain unseen? What is it that you're doing?
I'm not looking for trouble. I'm just wanting to basically make sure I know where he is.
Gotcha.
Risky, I would assume, since,
I would say it's risky, yes.
A little bit.
I would say risky, great for this one.
Okay.
Just going to see a couple of things.
Yeah, basically the goal is to just follow without... Oh, no.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Whoopsie! So, here's what happens. Are you going rooftop or are you going street level? He's up in the tenement building. He's probably like third floor, I'm gonna say, just off the top of my head.
If it's like third floor, yeah, probably the rooftop.
Okay, across or same building, and work your way down.
Across.
Okay, so you're using one of your little kaleidoscope, sniper scope things. You're checking out. You have your bag with you if you want it to be with you. And as you're looking, bam, you do find his cousin. You're not sure whether he's there. You see his cousin talking with somebody and like arguing with somebody, and then you see his cousin pleading with somebody, and then you see as he talks to the person, whoever he was talking to throws something across the room, and he's like, you know what I mean, like, oh man. And as you're looking through it, you kind of scope through, and you're very good at this, so you would see that past them, as they're talking, there is a bathroom door, and you see it creak open and then creak shut again. Could be him hiding in his cousin's place while his cousin is telling somebody that he's not there. Could be the cousin's kid. You don't know. But that is his cousin's apartment. You don't have eyes on him, but you do have eyes on trouble in his safe house, as it were. I will also say that you hear the pitter-patter of small feet behind you on this rooftop.
Mm-hmm.
Look, there's a small, dirty child, and he's sitting there. He's covered in soot, and he has a little, like a chimney sweep broom with him. What are you doing?
Scoping the sights. What are you doing?
Scoping the sights.
Mm-hmm.
What's your name?
Does it matter? What's yours?
Danny.
Nice to meet you, kid.
It's not nice to not introduce yourself.
Some things are better private.
A private lady up on a roof scoping with a glass. Funny things. It would be a shame if someone were to hear about it. And he starts walking away, looking over his shoulder.
All right. Do you just want my name? What do you want?
Coin. 1 coin, or I'll tell the roaches. You're not one of the roaches. And I'll tell them.
Fine. Fair enough. Don't spend it all in one place.
Nah. And he grabs it, makes his way, and escapes. You have lost a coin, but you are not going to get ambushed today, right now, at this very second.
Scarlett's going to smile to herself a little at the interaction once the kid's gone, and
then shoot him in the back of the head while he tries.
No. She's just gonna smile at the interaction after the kid's gone and leave.
Okay. Excellent. So we will come back to Kay and Sparrow. Let's go with Ebony and Grimalkin. Now, who are you guys looking for? Brendan Norman's? Excellent. So you guys make your way to Brendan's home with full intention of going and greeting him. How do you approach this?
I think we'd probably have a look around first.
That's fine. Yeah. So as you approach, obviously always being wary, you don't notice any immediate danger. This is still in Crow's territory, and the crows tend to keep a pretty good vigil. They don't let a lot of rampant violence go crazy in their territory, unless they're causing it. And so they keep a pretty good overwatch over the place. So it's a pretty basic, easy walk, and his home seems chill. You see that there's some lights on inside. You can't quite find him from the outside, but nothing seems to be stopping you from either knocking on the door or going in through a window or burning his house to the ground or, holding somebody hostage and screaming for him to come outside. Whatever you want to do.
I look at Ebony and go, should we just knock?
I
mean, we're just looking for information.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Hold on. and you hear he moves something. You hear him across the wooden floor, and he opens the kind of shabby door to his small. I'm gonna say it's probably just a one-story home. He opens it up, and he's a large man. This is Brendan Norman's, a pretty large man. He is a bouncer for the Crows. You see that he's got a couple of tattoos on his face. It appears that he is somewhat affiliated with the gang, or once was, but it looks like some of his tattoos, there was like attempts to remove them. And as he sits there, his nails are also painted, as he is, shows his respect for the Crows, dresses like them, and he's in just sort of like a tight black t-shirt. Do they have that here? Whatever, tight black dress shirt. Victorian era nonsense. So he's standing there, but a broad guy. Can I help you?
Yes, hello. My name is Grimolkin, and this is my friend. Well, I'm sure you can introduce yourself. Raven. We were sent here to ask you a few questions. No harm, no foul. And I'd like to use a sway to get us inside.
Okay. Go right ahead. I would say that this would be risky standard, because if you succeed, I'll let you in.
Okay. I got 5.
Okay. So he looks at you. He looks at Raven, huh? You with the Crows then? And he kind of like nods, like,
Yes.
all right. Well, perfect. Well, that's perfect. Come on in. And he allows you inside.
Okay.
He keeps his back to you. He's comfortable because you said that you're Crows and you swayed him. You believe he's not the smartest guy. But as you walk in, Ebony's definitely dressed the part of the whole, the sort of gothic feel that the Crows give off. As he allows you inside, he shuts the door, and he does lock it, which, like, for a second you're like, what? But, whatever. It's Duskwall's a dangerous place. He locks it, and as you walk in, he goes, right this way, and walks past you. You can tell that there is a small fire going in his living room, and he leads you over. And as you walk in, you see that there is someone else sitting in one of his chairs, and it is a crow. And I would say that it is...
Well, shit.
Yeah. I think you guys would know well enough to know at least who... You don't know much about the gangs and their people or whatever, but you would probably know who's who at least.
Sure.
This is Derek Lone Wolf Gregson. He is the right... Yeah, I know. Welcome to the Crows. He is the right-hand man of the Crows. He is super edgy and good with a blade. Like that. And he's sitting there, and as he's sitting there, he's sort of staring at the fire, and then he, like, moves, slides his eyes over to you, and you see he has hair over one eye, because he's a crow, with the black painted fingernails, a couple of rings on his fingers, and there's tattoos. He has a small tattoo of a crow on his hand. And on his right hand, there is 3 small tattoo of 3 daggers, like, going like that. And he kind of looks over to you. And as Normans walks by, he goes, more of your people. And he has a seat in his chair and has a drink. And there's a couch right there. I have a seat if you'd like. Oh, that's smart. With your hair. I like that.
I'll sit down and go, oh, yes. Do we know who leads the Crows?
So, the leader of the Crows is... I lost it. Give me 2 seconds. Son of a bitch. Bam. And... Okay, Rorik. It's actually 2 people, Rorik and Melissa. This is a game gang. I didn't make up this gang, so right. I'm just going by stuff. Rorik and Lissa.
Yes, we're special hires by Lissa, actually.
Derek just sort of looks at you.
All right. So, I was just discussing with Mr. Normans here about a possible message that he received. And if Rorik and Lissa sent you...
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
We've
It
lost
says
the
we feared.
Evan.
Oh no.
Evan, come back.
Oh no.
Evan! No!
Come
Oh, you're
back
back.
to us.
Okay, you're here.
Hello?
Yes, okay, you're back. Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
Hello.
yay.
Right.
Just after 9.
Yeah. Oh, hold on a second. Let me yell at my girlfriend to see if she's on the internet, and then maybe we can consolidate.
Yeah. Sometimes the internet goes out like every night at the same time.
Here too.
She's sleeping.
So-
Oh.
But she probably fell asleep with a YouTube video on. So, what was the last thing that did you hear everything that I said?
No.
Eric started talking. If
Yeah.
your special hires, ...
Yeah. Oh, if
so
Lissa sent you.
if
There was
you
a
are-
message. Yeah, Lissa sent you.
If you were hired by Lister, then you were also sent to see this message.
That is correct.
Indeed.
Well, that's interesting. Well, why would she send you if Rorik and this already sent me?
Double
Doesn't that seem a
indemnity.
little odd?
Absolutely not. If this message is as important as Lissa seems to think it is, it's double indemnity. Should something happen to one of us, the message will still make it through.
Huh. Fascinating. So, you must be freelancers then, is that it?
Of a sort, yes.
Of a sort, yeah.
I'm gonna try something.
Okay.
Because
it doesn't look like it's going
No,
well.
this does not look like it's going good. So I'm going to quickly and violently slam a sleep draft in his face while looking over at Brendan and going, "He was here to kill you. There was not supposed to be anybody alive for the message. He was going to take it
Okay.
from you and murder you." Yeah.
Okay, very good.
Yeah.
So you're right next to him, you're sitting on a
Yeah.
couch, you just like
Wham!
Yeah. So what are you rolling for it?
It's definitely skirmish.
Skirmish? Okie
Yeah.
dokie.
And I'm gonna take the stress on it to give myself an extra. And anything else I can do here? Nope, that's it. It's gonna be 3
You're taking
days.
the stress. You don't want the devil's bonus.
No, this is too important. I'm taking the. So, what's my position?
So I would say that this would be considered a desperate move.
Okay.
With standard effect because you're slamming sleep juice in his face.
Yep.
Sleep juice does as sleep juice does. Come on, baby.
Oh, 1 bonus die. Okay. Yes! Crit! Oh my god, I crit!
Nice. So as he goes, You know what I think?
And then how do you do this?
I literally, I'm looking over at Brendan and go, "You know he's here to kill you." Wham! And just like slam it in his face.
Smashes the fumes and the liquid as he goes "Glow!" and you see him as he pulls out of his coat 3 knives in his fingers.
Yep.
But falls as it was too much too fast. The crit does it. He was not able to fling blades at you and just like and passes out. And Norman goes, "Oh fuck! Holy shit! Are you fucking kidding me?"
Yes, he was here for the message. Now, here, I'm here from Lissa. There's something going on between Rorik and Lissa where they're after each other's throat for this message. Give me the message and you will be safe. You're just going to have to find a place to hide.
What the fuck is going on?
Evnir, could you
What are
come
you
back up
talking
here?
about? I do.
Just chill. It's all right. And I'm going to use command.
Okay, very good. You guys are acting right before I can act. I like it. go ahead and roll that beautiful business. Are you taking a devil's bargain? Are you taking stress to make it more, or are you just going to roll it?
I'm going to go ahead and take 2 stress to add another die.
Okay.
Wait. You don't have to take stress. I can just help you.
He can help you.
Oh, yeah.
For free, twice per score, I can just be like, have an extra die.
Can't you do both?
I could.
Yes, I can assist you, and if you want to, you can take the stress for an extra die. My bad. You're correct. So you could be at 2 extra die if you want.
I think I'll do that.
Okay.
So, risky?
Yeah, this is not... I wouldn't say this is... You know what? Desperate, because he's about to bail. He's about to fucking run. Okay. So I would say desperate... desperate limited, because he's like, ah! But it would still... You'll see. So desperate limited.
And 2 bonus die.
Okay. So he looked like he was reaching for a chair to throw at you, but you kind of coax him away from that. He is still kind of like looking at both of you and backing up. All right, don't come near me.
No. You understand that we had to hand that quickly.
I understand that Derek's fucking unconscious on the floor right now and he's got knives in his hand.
Yes.
Evan is going to reach down and pick those up.
Yeah, you should have. Good call.
Those are his. What are you doing?
All right, look. Fine. For a moment.
It's fine. You now have 3 throwing knives. It's fine. Shut up, you.
Rorik and Lissa are at each other's throat.
What?
I know. This whole message thing is insanity.
Okay, yeah, right.
You've gotten caught up in the middle of something far more complicated than you need to be a part of.
All right. Okay.
Just hand us the message. We walk away with that person.
It's not that easy, and that's what I've been trying to tell them.
All right, tell me the story.
First of all, it's not for you. The message is for me. Do you understand? I'm not going to just... You know, I've given a lot to the crows over these years. I gave them my muscle. I gave them my life a few times, just barely. And I gave them plenty of years of service. And this is the one thing that I've gotten in all these years that's for me. And it's a little hard when I have the only thing that's for me and everyone's trying to take it from me for no fucking reason. I don't even know why you want it.
If I may, it seems like you have not been done right by these crows.
That's
Would you
not...
like... We are putting together the people who have these messages. There are 2 others. Come with us. Work for us. As you can see, we are experienced, we pay well, and we need elite people such as yourself. And together we will unravel this mystery.
Yeah. Okay. We get out of here.
Yeah.
You get me safe.
We will be absolutely safe when we take you.
Because Derek is gonna... Oh, he pissed himself. Look what you've done. He's going to be fucking mad.
There are some unfortunate side effects to the sleep potion. That is correct.
My God.
His underwear will need to be changed at some point. But that is no longer our way. My job is to get you out of here safely. To offer you a job if you so choose.
We'll talk about that when I'm safe. I can guide us. Okay. You just keep me fucking alive.
Absolutely.
By the time we get wherever it is, you can take me, but I can get us out of Crow's territory, right?
Let's do it, yes.
All right. Okay, well, this day can't get any fucking worse. And then, as he says that, a flaming trash can comes flying through his front window, large sort of 3-pane window, as it smashes in, rolling, spreading fire into his home. As he goes, "What the fuck?" And outside, you hear the clamor of chains and pipes and the hoots and holler. Yes?
I would like to rewrite this scene with a flashback.
Okay, how so?
I have 2 muscle men.
Yes.
They just happen to be sitting outside right in front watching. They may not be able to stop it. I just want them to be able to give us 30 seconds warning.
Absolutely. Okay. So...
and I'll take the stress. Worth it.
That's fine.
Yep.
Your 30-second warning as we rewind. Okay, you get me safe, and we can discuss this. And you hear the door boom, 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 because
we gotta go now. Out the back. Come on.
What's happening?
Somebody's coming for you. We gotta go. Somebody's coming.
As you guys start hauling ass out, the trash can goes through the window. As you guys open up the back door, the front door gets thrown through, and one of your muscle men gets thrown through the door. And he's a, and we see as a foot steps on his chest.
Is it Kyle or Bill?
Oh, let's say it's Kyle. Okay. Bill's out there giving them a fucking run for their money. That's what Bill's doing. But Kyle gets a foot on his chest, and you hear, "You ain't no fucking crow," and it's a female voice, and he goes, "Neither are you," and you just see a fist just whack, and as we see the camera pan up as Kyle gets knocked the fuck out, and standing there over him is Millie of the Badgers with her one arm. The other arm just kind of with the sleeve sort of taped up, and she find him as we see outside Bill picking up 2 men and just choke slamming them on the ground while another badger jumps on. Now these are the badgers, so another badger jumps on his back and he's just wailing him in the back of the head as he's like, "Fucking hard to perish, you know," as he's kind of swinging around, and you guys, we pan around to see you guys just like through a couple alleyways, and as she walks out, and the I would say Millie probably actually walks out dragging not Kyle, but dragging Derek. She drags Derek, throws him down, and goes, "At least it's not a total waste." And so
took care of that problem for us.
We'll jump from that. Let's jump back to Sparrow. Sparrow, these red sashes, spoiler, are going upstairs. And as they are making their way up the steps kind of gloriously, you stepped into a closet.
All right, so I wanted to get above the elevator while I go and find her.
I also played a lot of Hitman Blood Money, and that was one of my favorite things to do. You want to kill them all with fiber wire, is that it? No, I'm kidding. So I would say you can get in there.
You need those 7 or the 6 sword wielding samurai? No,
yeah, just get them all. Listen, it was possible in Hitman Blood Money. Anyway, so you can get on top of the elevator, and I can say that. What are you doing up there?
I'm going to wait until the red sashes get Millie into the elevator.
Okay, so if you're doing this, you have begun your job, so you need to roll an encounter roll for yourself because it's only you're alone.
All right. What I'm attempting is an infiltration. Do we get a bonus on that? Or
yes.
An exfiltration?
Huh.
So what I want to happen is the red sashes are going to get her, and I'm not going to stop them.
Okay.
I'm going to stop the elevator.
And then get Millie out of the elevator?
Yeah.
Well, we'll play that bit as it goes. That's fine. I would say that this counts as you're doing like spy thiefy shit. It kind of makes sense.
Yeah, where's the cruise ship?
You are stealing from them, essentially.
Yes, it's a kidnapping kind of.
Yeah. A rescue kidnapping operation. A rescue operation. She doesn't know that she needs to be rescued. Yeah, you just need to convince her later.
Okay. So, where's the thing we get an extra one for when a clandestine infiltration, you get +1 to the engagement. Would this count? I'm sneaking.
I would say, yeah, because you're on the elevator. I would also say if you wanted to go into the party, that would also be an infiltration. That would definitely get you a die. But if you just want to hang out and wait, now that will mean that you're letting go of some control over the situation. You're letting them get in there.
Yes.
Okay.
But I'm assuming they're going to take the elevator down.
Elevator up.
Well, they're taking the elevator up. I'm waiting for them to take the elevator down with Millie in it.
Hopefully.
We'll
see how your engagement roll goes.
That's true. So, how many d6 was that? All right, so what's the engagement roll stuff? I don't have it called up. I don't have my book on me.
Brock, do you have it in front of you? I'm looking for
blah blah. Yeah.
planning and engagements.
Sounds like you got it if you're already planning an engagement.
Major advantages, disadvantages. Is this operation particularly bold or daring? Take +1 die. I think so.
So I'm up 2.
Is this operation overly complex or contingent on many factors? No, I don't think so because of what you're doing. It's just very dangerous.
Yeah.
Does the plan's details expose a vulnerability of the target? I don't really think so. Not really hitting them when they're weakest. Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
my internet isn't so good.
All right.
Can
So
any of your friends or contacts provide aid or insight in this operation? I don't think so.
No.
Are there other elements that you want to consider? Maybe a lower tier target will give you +1 die. Maybe a higher tier target. Okay. So shit that you don't know about. There are complications in this.
Yeah.
So I would say that would take one away from you.
So I get a total of +2, and you get 1 to start, right?
I believe so. Yes.
So
Yes.
3.
Yes.
Oof.
Oh, 1,
3,
a 3, and a 1. Okay. So how about this? I will say that as you kind of tailed them a little bit to listen before you got in that closet, and as you tailed them, you heard the one in the back. You heard the one in the back say, "So," she goes, "Oh, I love these penthouse parties. Oh wait, I'm sorry, that's not a review. I love these penthouse parties. They're so much fun." Another one goes, I know, but I wore the wrong shoes. And she's like, what do you mean? It should be no problem. And she goes, no, we're taking the stairs back down. It's going to be a big pain in the balls. I was like, oh, that is true. Tell me, how long should it be to find her in there? And the leader with the kind of cut across her head goes, all of you shut your mouths. We are not doing this hasty, loud. We will take our time. We will find her in there. We will coax her to come with us, and then we will fucking kill her. Now, stay focused and get your jobs done. As they begin to make their way up. You recognize this woman as you got a little bit closer and heard her voice. She is one of the lieutenants, not the right hand, but one of the lieutenants of the Red Sashes. The Red Sashes have a good number of people. Her name is Sonora. And her blade has engraved a little kitten on it. And it is sort of like Wonder Woman style, like, down her back, as some of the Red Sashes like to wear it.
Well, shit.
So now this throws a big wrench into your plan, but you can just plan a different way. So how are you reacting to this? How are you going to handle this? They're not going in there to talk or capture. They're going in there to kill her.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm going to get up there before them.
Okay.
We'll say I went to the elevator room and I'm gonna
something with Victor, maybe. Did you want to do a?
Yeah, I'll have Victor explain to me how elevators work.
Okay.
If that's...
Okay, sure. One time you sat with Victor and you were like, I don't understand them.
They're giant holes I can jump down, which is great, but they have a box in it that could kill me.
No, why do not jump down? I will tell you. And he shows you all this stuff, and you understand how some of the gears work and the wires. Now you know the inner workings. You know how to sabotage an elevator if you need to.
Okay, I'm gonna.
You know how to make one drop if you need to, but Victor's better at that.
Well, yes, I do have Tinker.
Okay, then you understood a lot of the shit that he was saying.
Yeah. So can I slow them down with a Tinker?
Yes. How so?
And that flash, just by changing the gears on it so it's way less efficient.
Okay, so it's
because if I shut it down, they're going to walk.
Yeah. You're going to make it go slow. I love it. And then they're in there. They can't get out. Okay, that's very good. I really like that. Roll that shit. Roll that tinker.
Okay,
Roll that
and do I get
sweet bean footage.
do I get an extra 1 from the flashback?
Yeah, sure, because Victor is helping you.
And would that cost me any stress? 1?
Yeah. Okay. It costs us, doesn't flashback cost 2?
It can cost up to 2. 1 is for, well, it can be 0 as well. 0.
I'll say this is 1 because it's...
Yeah, because it's giving me a bonus dice. So 2. Let me get the sheet. Position. Desperate.
Desperate because you're doing it quickly.
Yeah.
And desperate, great effect because it will do exactly what you want.
And with 1 extra dice, watch me roll super high.
Watch him roll and fail.
Oh! I'm going to take a trauma if I try to resist stress.
What are you gonna do? Now, there's nothing wrong with going into the party at the same time they do. You can just handle this as you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck that up and haul ass up the stairs.
Okay, I will say because of you were taking some time doing it, you can't haul ass up the stairs. You have to ride on the top of their elevator. You have to really quick before they get in. Okay. You don't have enough time, or you can wait in the elevator with them and go up with them.
No, because they won't let that.
Okay.
They're there to kill.
Yeah. So then they'll either kick you out of the elevator and they'll see and know your face, yep. Or you can clamber up to the top and ride it up.
Gonna get on the top of the elevator.
Okay. Just as I'm not gonna make you roll for that. Just as you pull your feet up and shut the thing, you hear them all get into the elevator, and as the elevator goes, you hear them kind of minorly talk, kind of meandering and bitching at each other. But you are on top of the elevator, like fuck, as it goes up. I say that's a good thing.
Actually,
that's probably
don't say fuck. I just look a little worried as the elevator goes up.
Okay.
Because I can always flash back to something that fixes this later.
That's very true. That's very true. See, as you are looking all over the place, like figuring out your situation. Yeah, in case you figure something out. I like it. Okay. And let's hit Kay before our break. Kay.
Yes.
How do you approach this situation? Are you gonna
Fuck it, everybody else is doing it. I'm going in.
Okay, roll that engagement.
Oh boy.
So you get one for sheer luck. That's called. Is this operation particularly bold or daring? Yes. Take an extra one.
Yeah.
Is this complex or contingent on many factors? Not this, because you're just going in to get a guy.
Yeah.
Does the plan detail expose a vulnerability? No. Can any friends or contacts provide insight for this operation?
You did buy a moppet.
What?
You did buy yourself a moppet.
A moppet?
Yeah. Buy a chimney sweep. If you want to use the chimney sweep, I'll give you a plus.
Yeah, screw it. You know what? Send the kid in.
Use the chimney sweep. Any other
Check
elements?
out the area first.
And now you're going to -1 because there is a hidden thing in every single one of these. There's a bad thing going wrong with everything.
So that's 2 and then down to 1. Sweet.
No.
Wait, what? Oh no, the 1 free.
1. You just did 2. So roll those.
2. Yeah, numbers are hard.
5. Not terrible. I think the best one of the night, actually. So you're going to be able. What is your goal here? You see him. He's having an argument with somebody who just threw something across the room. There may be someone else in his apartment hiding. You're not sure, and you are in the slums.
Before the kid leaves, hey kid, got a favor to ask of you.
Yeah.
Gave you a whole coin there. See that room over there?
Yeah.
Go knock on it. See if you can cause a distraction.
Right now?
I mean, are you doing something better?
He looks at his broom thing. Nah. And he makes his way down.
And try to get someone to follow you.
What? All right. So now, are you going to go in and like wait nearby?
Mm-hmm.
And okay, so
Yep.
you go into the building. I'll make a roll for getting in there. Let's say that you end up make success. Let's say you end up on the same floor. You're not too far away, maybe the stairwell or something. I don't know, or the outside fire escape, like waiting and checking it out, maybe. And he does indeed. This child goes up and starts whacking on the door, and you hear like yelling, and then it kind of hushes. The door opens, and you see the cousin peek his head out, and he looks at the child. He goes, "What do you want?" And the kid's like, "Your wife died. She's outside, like rolling around on the ground, screaming and shit." And he's like, "What?" And he goes, "Your wife dead as a doornail down there, screaming and crying." Or she's screaming and crying if she's dead. Magic? Get out of my way, you little shit. And as he starts like whapping the kid away, like pushing him, and he goes, "Oi!" And the kid reaches into his pocket and pulls out some keys, and then just starts running. And he goes, "You little fucker!" And he looks back at the apartment, and he goes, He just took my," and you hear, "I don't care what he took." And he goes, "You're on your own, botch!" And he just starts hauling ass. And you see out of the doorway comes an enormous man. You only see his back, but he wears a nice clothes, like a vest, a dress shirt with the sleeves rolled up, and nice like dress pants and some nice shoes. And he comes out, and you see him kind of down, and he just goes, "God damn it!" And he runs over to the stairs to like check it real quick. You have a moment to slip into that apartment if you want.
I'm gonna slip in.
So you get in. You get into the apartment. Do you shut and lock the door behind you, or do you just immediately start?
He's outside of the room, right?
This huge dude went outside of the room. Yes.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm locking it then.
Boom. You lock the door, and so now you're in the apartment. You're in the tenement building. The bathroom that opened and shut is right there. There is a bedroom right next to it. And then the kitchen / living room is like, it's all very tight and small. So it's like one room, basically.
I'm going to go ahead and start searching. Starting, obviously, with the smaller room, and then work my way bedroom, and then bathroom.
So you're going to save the room that you saw somebody peek out. You're going to save that for last?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
but just keep an ear out.
What are you looking for in this apartment?
Indication that he's been there or is there.
Okay. I would say that there's a lot of stuff kind of all over the place. It does look like it was more than one person living here. There's a lot of food, bowls and cups and shit. A lot of whiskey was being drank here. And as you're looking around, you find resting right on a table a fine rifle with a nice scope. It's pretty good. It looks like it was kept in good order. And on the handle of it, on the stock, it says Blotch. It has his name written on it. He's here. He's definitely in here.
I'm gonna hold on to the gun and just kind of sling it over my shoulder while continuing to search, because I don't want him to grab it.
Okay. As you start going through, you hear the door knock. And you hear a knock. Now, I know you're in there. Why don't you just go ahead and open the door, and I don't have to destroy it. I'll make it easier. You got 3 seconds, or I destroy the door. Okay?
Damn it. Okay, fine. Fuck it. She's gonna go open the door.
You
Keep
open
a
the
hand
door.
on. Yeah.
You open the door to this massive man. Your head comes to like here on him. He's probably like 6'5". The guy's a monster. Well dressed, cleanly. Definitely not from Dunslow. Clean fingernails. He looks like he has some jewelry on. He has a nice wristwatch on, and he this sort of he's a massive man, but also very handsome. Completely shaved bald head, caramel sort of skin, and has a very friendly face. That he's not looking at you like he's a beast. He's just kind of like, he goes, oh, well, who might you be?
Scarlet.
Scarlet, pleasure to meet you. And he extends his hand. My name is Dane.
Dane Cook.
When he says Dane and extends his massive hand, you recognize that he is Dane the Brick Johnson. He is one of the freelancers in the city. This man specializes in bounties and asset retrieval. He goes and gets things that other people can't. He's good at his job, hence he has nice clothes and good money. And as he extends his hand, he pushes his way into the apartment. So, Scarlet, I assume you're here for the same price I am?
Probably.
Probably. Well, like I was trying to explain to his asshat of a cousin, I'm only here to collect Blotch, not collect his head, just collect him and bring him to the people who paid me. So, if you're here to collect his head, I say we just get this over with right now. Are you here to collect his head? Am I going to have a problem with you?
No, I'm not here to collect his head.
Perfect. Then you can escort yourself out while I drag his ass out of that bathroom because I know that that's where he is. And you hear like something fumble in the bathroom and he goes, Rookie move, Blotch, going into the bathroom. First I thought you'd be a hide under the bed kind of guy, but nope, bathroom it was.
Yeah, see, that's a problem.
Okay.
I need something from him.
Right. Well, then I guess we both have a problem.
Sounds like it.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to walk in that bathroom, and I'm going to drag him out, because I'd rather not fight you. And if you want to stop me, you can go ahead and try. And he backs up, keeping an eye on you, and he knocks on the bathroom door, waits by it, and you hear, yeah, and he goes, oh yeah, Blotch, come on out. It's dinner time. And he goes, oh, I'm not done yet. And he goes, get the fuck out. And he's like, okay. Opens up the door. You see sort of a wiry kind of guy, sort of a long coat, and definitely has like a sidearm on him, but he's not daring to reach for it. And these like nice leather gloves. And he goes, oh, that's fucking mine. And he points to the gun on your back. And just as he points his hand, Brick grabs his wrist, folds it behind his back, and he's like, ah, God, fuck. And he starts latching him with handcuffs, just shackles. As and he's like, fuck. And he goes, alrighty then.
Before you leave, mind if I talk to him for a minute?
I do. And he starts walking him out of the door. Do you want to try to sway him? Do you want to try to use something? The Brick is here for a job, and he's doing this job.
Skirmish to trip him.
There we go.
Skirmish
now
to
we're
trip
in
him?
it.
Yeah.
Fucking A. Let's do this thing. Go ahead.
Risky, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Fucking risky.
I would say it's risky, not desperate, just because of the low level of hostility that Brick is giving off. He doesn't look like he absolutely wants to rip your spine out. So, like, let's say it's risky.
Risky standard.
I would say risky. Standard. Yes.
Okay.
Because you're catching him by surprise. And do you want a devil's bargain?
Yeah. You know what? Screw it. Yeah, going all in right now.
He's gonna put you through one wall.
Okay.
And You will take some damage.
Okay, let's do this.
Okay. All right, let's do this thing. One wall of my choice.
All right, in the notes, Dane.
Yeah, not to be confused with Dwayne the Rock Johnson, everybody.
No.
Dane the Rick Johnson, of course. 5. Okay, limited effect. As you time exactly what he's going to do. How do you trip him? Are you tripping him with just your legs? Are you whacking him in the leg with the like a pipe or something?
I'm gonna say I'm gonna flashback. She has a pipe. Grabbed one on the way in. Just whack at the back of the knees as he's.
That's a free flashback because you're not actually taking a die advantage.
Yeah.
So as you and slip a small pipe out from your thing, and just go whack like in the side of his knee. He goes, "Mother!" and lets go of Blotch. Blotch runs into the wall in the hallway, stands up, and starts hauling ass for the stairs. As you kind of, I don't know, rear back for another one. Dane is faster than he looks as he spins around, grabs the pipe, picks you up by your neck, and just goes. Didn't want to come to this, and just throws you. You go through the open door of the apartment as we see Blotch running behind him. You go fuck as you go one of the shittier walls into another apartment as you crash onto the ground. This is the second time you've gone through a wall, by the way. Thrown back in our game. You slam onto someone's kitchen table, breaking plates and glasses. I'm going to say that you take. I would say that's just one harm because it's just like ow, as you didn't stab you or shoot you or anything. So you get slammed to the wall, fall down. You're like, oh fuck! And there's this old couple that were eating, and they're like, ah! As you just see Dane come out, and he's limping a little bit, and he looks both ways. He looks at you and goes, "Don't!" And then he turns and just and starts hauling ass. They have a bit of a head start on you. But as you scrape yourself back up, you can either go down the fire escape because you know he's going to try to run, or you can go down the stairs and pursue. What are you going to do?
Going down the fire escape to meet him part of the way. Just wave to the couple as they're eating. Down the fire escape. Let's go.
The window's already open. You hop out the fire escape, grabbing on, and as you get out, you hear a lot of shouting and calling and whooping, and you're like, shit. And you look at the street and you see roaches. A good couple of roaches in their kind of mustardy yellow sort of color that they wear, and they're all like, "Oi!" and they're kind of calling to each other like, "Over here, we're checking it back," and they start swarming. Roaches are here. Dane's here. This is getting a bit more complicated, and I think we will take our break, but before we do. As we take a break from Blades, everybody gets a 5-minute break. But before we do, we would like to again thank Roll20 for. Let me see if there's a special thing that I gotta say. I do want to thank Roll20 again for being our sponsor because they are awesome. And I would say, as we are leaving in the 5 minutes that you guys have, why not head over to roll20.net? The link will be up in there, right, Throck?
Yeah, so the link is actually down under the sponsors bar.
Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah. So you guys can check it out right there and sign up for your free account. Free, I say. Over 4 million people use Roll20's virtual tabletop to power their favorite games, and with modules galore on the marketplace, you'll definitely find something for your group to enjoy. I would definitely say take a look and play around with it. See if it might be useful for you. And so let's go to a break. Sweet. We'll be back in about 5 minutes.
All right, we'll be right back.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Blades in the Dark. Last we left off, all of our team are split up and trying to retrieve these 3 different people, each with a different message. Each of these jobs seemed to turn for the worst, as there are some bad situations going on, as well as some bad rolls going around, but hopefully our luck will change. So, last we left off, let's go back to Grimalkin and Ebony. Grimalkin, Ebony, you are both running with Brendan Normans through the streets of Crowsfoot, trying to get out of Crow's territory.
Yes.
You are not being pursued by Derek, as he is very asleep and has pee pants. What did you just write, Kay? What is that?
Asking about the quote unquote shit ton.
Oh, okay.
Scars, yeah.
All right, so you guys are running through the streets. Brendan, he suggests a path through a couple of winding alleyways. This is what he knows very well. And he says that there is a shortcut. It's a little bit away. It's a little ways away, but there is a shortcut to a tunnel system that's not closed off and not dilapidated. And as long as you guys pretty much know tunnels, if I remember correctly, so if they can get you there, you should be able to get where you're going. It's just getting to that spot is going to be a little tricky.
Sounds good. Let's give it a try. You into this, 70?
Sure.
And
You sound not so into this.
did you have a different plan? If you guys
No.
had anything else?
No.
Okay.
Oh,
So
what
you
was your
told her-
number on a shit ton?
My number?
Yeah,
Yeah,
What is 1,000 bits worth?
$10.
$10.
Yeah, do that.
There you go.
That sounds like fun. Yeah. $10 and I will either throw a Hand of God or Roiling Chaos into the game. One of the two things will happen, depending on the situation. So, as you guys make your way through these alleyways, you notice that Brendan keeps looking up. He's not looking around. He's looking up, up at the sky, up at I don't know.
What are you looking for?
That, and he points, and you can see as you guys run through the alleyways, the gaps between the buildings, you see there are people jumping on the rooftops, and he goes, "Crows, this is how to get around." And crows are city runners. They are very good at getting across rooftops. That's primarily how they like to travel, and that is one of the reasons they got the names crows. It is also for another reason, as you see immediately as you guys are making your way through the alleyway. Yes.
Because we know we are equipped with smoke bombs, thanks to
Yes.
I would like to do this. I would like to chuck one at our feet and go, now, double back.
Okay. No problem. So you're going to flashback to get that.
Yeah, I'll flash back. What do you think stress-wise? 1, 2?
I just say 1. Yeah, it's
Okay.
like a tool thing. So you slam it on the ground, and you're saying double back. So are you guys running
Yeah,
backwards?
because
or
if they're going looking for us that way, it makes sense for us to.
Absolutely, that's awesome. And Brendan knows these alleyways.
Yeah.
So that's fine. I would say, I don't think you even have to really roll for that. I would say the stress from the thing is good enough. Boom! You slam down the smoke bombs, and you guys, as the smoke kind of trails behind you, you hear as Brendan looks, and you see one of the crows going down via a wire that he had, and he lands like near the smoke, and he's like, and he's just kind of swatting in the smoke. He was dropping down on you, and you hear him kind of whistle around. You're not sure if they're onto you, probably not, because you did just duke them out. But they're like, whoa, hold on. You know what I mean? They're doing something. So as you guys start doubling back, you start hauling ass. He's weaving and winding you guys through alleyways when he hops out to a street. But
Can I make one more flashback and I'll totally take the stress for it?
Okay.
So check me out.
Let me check you out.
Grimalkin, being a spider, knows that other people are after this. Therefore, he has planned for the fact that someone would show up and chase them. Right? This is obviously important information. So, his plan 3 was after Bill and Kyle get beat up by whoever the hell is there,
Badgers.
Badgers. They were to go steal a carriage and meet us at the corner of X and Y.
Excellent. I really, really like this plan. I love it. Take that stress.
Okay.
I am going to roll 1d6.
Okay.
And I got a 3. Your carriage is kind of shitty. But
That's fine.
And it'll do. It's driven by goats.
Okay.
But that's fine. So are most of the others.
Yeah.
And I will say that you drag Brendan and lead him to the right street corner. He's like, "What are we doing?
Get in the carriage!
What carriage?
That carriage!
Get carriage pull up. You see Kyle in the passenger seat. His eye is very swollen, and he is holding a slab of meat to it. And he goes, "Get in!" And you see Bill as well on top of it. His one arm is kind of slack, and he looks pretty battered. So you guys haul ass into the carriage. As you do, he goes, Bill kind of looks at you and goes, "We didn't quite give him the slip like we wanted to, boss." And he starts ripping the goats as the goats and start running. And you look behind you, and you can see 2 more carriages, and hanging off of them are badgers. And in the front,
Ebony,
one of the main ones. What?
I look to Ebony and go, "Bleh?" Ghosts! There must be some around!
You hear the badgers yelling. Millie is screaming from her carriage, just because she's awful.
You know what? I am going to use compel, and I'm going to grab a ghost and tell them to slow down that carriage.
The one with Millie on it?
Yep.
That's the dangerous one. Okay. So as you reach out to anything you feel at kind of up ahead, there's a presence in one of the alleyways. And as you sort of rip it and demand that it goes after, you see a kind of reddish blue blur just kind of go past your carriage as it like sort of shakes it, and you hear as it like goes past, just like, I don't know what that was, and you see Millie going, "I'll get you fucking tosses! Oh, what the fuck?" And as it lands into her, she goes into her covered wagon, into her carriage, and you see like, and it's like there's like shit flying out of it. So two of the badgers that were on the front driving jump off, like, "Whoa, what the fuck?" And you see like, "Motherfuckers!" As the ghost is attacking Millie. The other carriage speeding up and getting closer. How are you gonna handle this?
Oh, so while she's doing that, I want to pop out the side, and with my pistol, it technically has 2 shots. So my hope is to take out both of the goats.
You want to shoot those poor goats?
I know. I feel terrible.
This bastard.
It'll be somebody.
Need to shoot one.
It'll be somebody. That's true. I only need to shoot one, but I'm a planner, and I'm a better safe than sorry kind of guy.
Why kill one goat? Why kill one goat when you can be a murderous bastard and kill 2? That's from Throck. That's quoting Throck. That's what he said.
Those are my exact words. Yes, I would like to try and shoot both of them.
Okay, so you're going to take a shot. You would roll something that would apply to your gunplay.
Yeah, skirmish.
Yeah, I think that makes total sense. Yep, and it's what you're good at. So
Yep. All right, risky standard.
I would say it's desperate. Everything in this situation is desperate with standard.
I will think about a devil's bargain.
Okay, so devil's bargain. Those 2 know where to go. You do this. All right, here's mine. If anybody has a better one, think of it. You do this. Crows, either crows are going to get on your carriage because they're going to see this fight happening from the rooftop. They're going to jump on the carriage just as the badgers slow down. You're going to have a whole nother thing to deal with. Or you fall out of the carriage and you have to find your own way back.
I fall out of the carriage?
Yes.
I will fall out of the carriage.
Okay, I like this plan. Okay,
I will take that. Thank you for the raid, Nerdlopedia. I will fall out of the carriage.
So you are going to shoot the goat. You're hanging out of the carriage, and I assume you're going cross-armed because it's fucking cool. Unless you want to swing all the way around. Either way, you look awesome. Yeah. And you're gonna shoot a goat in the face, slowing down their carriage, which is driven by goats, and then your ass is gonna fall out.
I'm gonna fall out. Yeah.
Okay, let's do this thing.
If that's what I got to do, I need to make sure everyone else in this carriage is safe.
And they all know the plan. Kyle and Bill know where to go, and they have Brendan.
Yes.
Nice. So as you describe it to us, paint that picture. How do you blast these poor innocent goat's brains out?
I mean, efficient, right? Like just straight for the head. I lean out. I go bop bop. And then I look behind me real quick. I see the light pole coming, and I look at Ebony and go, "I'll meet you back at the boink."
He's gone. He's gone. Is he dead? He's gone. As you pop the 2 goats, they as they hit the ground and go under the carriage. As you see one of the badgers kind of go flying up, and he goes, "More goats!" As he hits the ground, and the carriage, because it now ran under goats, and then the guy falls on it, the carriage kind of flips and spins. We can't do cool explosions because it's Victorian era, but I think flipping wagons is the next best thing. Yeah, as the wagons flip, you now see Ebony, as you look in the rearview mirror, Grimulk, and you kind of shake yourself up as you get up, and you're looking around, and you see and on one of the rooftops, somebody stops, and he looks down at you, and it's one of the crows.
I dart immediately into an alley. And
okay.
I immediately change my appearance.
So you are rushing, putting on your fucking ripping shit around. you run by some curtains. There's just some curtains there. You fucking rip it off. Start tying it around like you are disguising for your life. That is what you are doing right now. And to what goal? To simply escape their notice and then be blended in.
Escape their notice and just disappear like a ghost.
Okay, I don't know. Would there even be a role for that? I think that's just this is your ability, right? This
is shit I can do. I have the gear for it and everything, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna say as you're rushing through, you are able to do it. A few narrow escapes as some of the crows are flying across. You do hear what sounds like a skirmish now happening in the street between the crows and the badgers. It does not sound good. You don't know who's winning, who's losing, but it sounds bad. You definitely can hear the shrill voice of Millie. She didn't die via a ghost, but she sounds so super pissed off. And it's chaos, and you are hopefully leaving the chaos behind you as the carriage makes its way. And we'll cut back to you guys. Sparrow, you are on the elevator. Elevator is just about to reach the top. Is there anything you wanted to do before the elevator reached the top?
No.
Okay, then we are going to open to the elevator opens and the red sashes make their way to this party. You can see that there is looks to be a large man in a suit kind of standing at the front door, and he nods to them and opens the door. And I'm gonna say you're like peeking out.
I will swing down.
Okay.
Into the elevator and step out into the hallway.
Okay. You do so.
No, they were going there to kill, right?
They're going there to, yes, they want to kill her.
Are they going heavy?
No, they said we're not gonna go in heavy. They're gonna get her, bring her out, and then kill her. That's the plan. But I mean, the mission for them is kill. The mission for them is not collect. It's just kill her, not in front of 100 people. They're going to go in quiet, and they're going to go in sneaky and try to persuade her to come out. That's kind of what they were saying.
They're going to bring her into the hall.
Probably. That's the only way to get to the stairs. So if you wait, you'll probably run into them.
Right?
Yep.
Is there a window here?
Yeah.
Okay. I wait.
Okay. As you wait, and you were waiting in the stairwell or just in the hallway that leads right to the stairwell? That's where the window is. There's no windows in the stairwell.
Yeah, in the hallway next to the stairwell.
Okay, right near a window. As you're waiting, you hear the doors open to the stairwell, and you just sort of, I would say you probably kind of shy your face away in general, or do you just hang out?
I just hang there.
Okay. And through the door comes walking 3 pretty gnarly looking people. And by gnarly, I mean they know how to carry themselves. There is one man, two men and a woman. They all look pretty well built. They look athletic. They look serious, and they look like stone cold. As they come walking in, you notice one of them immediately. His name is Boris, and he is the right-hand man for the Corvs gang. The Corvs are a Skoglin gang, and they are very dangerous. They are not big. They don't have a lot of members, but each of their members are dangerous. And there's only 3 of them, but 3 of them could cause some damage. And they come walking in, and you can see that Boris is wearing a fine suit, but over it he's wearing a very heavy coat. And you can see that all 3 of them are wearing like heavy coats.
They're
on
going
top.
Loud.
And as they start walking in, Boris kind of like eyes you for a second and just sort of doesn't really notice you as he keeps walking that way. So things may get very loud in just a moment. Okay. Is there anything you want to do?
Because my plans are constantly having to shift.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to go out the window.
Okay.
And along the edge of the balcony into the party.
I love it. Okay.
Because I'm not going to get past that doorman by talking.
That's fine.
And can I...
Yes.
see if Minnie happens to be by a balcony?
Yes, that's fine. I would say, yes, but give me 2 seconds. Hold on, I'm just gonna roll something really quick. Fortune roll. Okay. So, as you make your way across the balcony, I'm not gonna have you roll for that. Say you get there, and as you're shimmying next to a window, and the balcony is right there, kind of overlooking a portion of Brightstone. Beautiful view. And as you look over, you see that there is Minnie and 4 other people on the balcony. One of which is the sort of drunken nobleman that she was talking to. Another one, the two other one other random party goer, and 2 of the red sashes. And you see one of them is definitely Sonora with the kitten emblem on her, like a little pink kitten on her sword. And one of her henchmen, one of her hench people. As they are just kind of standing there scoping out the area, they look to be waiting for their moment to... She wants to slyly walk in and start talking to Millie, but she's giving her a chance to get comfortable. But you can definitely see she's like tasting the air. You know what I mean?
All right.
But Millie is there with her back to you, just talking.
Okay. Here's what I want to do. When the door kicks in, I'm going to put my arms around Millie and click her harness in that I'm strapping onto her and jump backwards.
And you're just gonna jump off the building? Okay.
With my climbing gear.
Yes, you do. I am gonna have you not roll for that, but I'm gonna have you roll to get there before the red sashes notice.
Prowl.
Yes, do
Actually,
it. So
I go first. That's just the thing I do.
That is, you will be able to do it, but will they see you doing it?
Oh, at this point, I also slide my mask on.
Very good.
Because I'm working now.
Mm-hmm.
So I want there to be shouting and maybe a shot into the ceiling, and then like.
Okay. So as you sit there and wait, eventually you look through one of the windows and you see Boris enter the middle of the room, and then he spots. You know that he has acquired his target. He sees Millie, and he sees the red sashes, and he goes. And he opens up his jacket, and he reaches into his jacket, and he pulls out what appears to be two normal pistols, and he just goes boom, boom, and fires the 2 pistols. All of the other his 2 other people pull out rifles, like wartime rifles, and they start aiming it around. And he goes, "Where is Millie?" And you see Millie kind of turn around and go, "Huh?" And you see the red sashes. You see Sonora grab the hilt of her sword and pick it up, and the other red sash and he goes, "You no," and points to them. And there's about to be some shit.
At this point, if I can do this as quietly as possible, I will put put my arms around her and click the harness I had in them in, and just.
Yes. Yes.
Would you like a prowl or a finesse to get the harness around her?
It's up to you. What do you think you would be better at? Either one would work.
I want to finesse her into a set of climbing gear so that she does not die.
Yes, absolutely. And so that it's not uncomfortable or terrible.
I will, and since we are that kind of thieves, we get 2 free slots for things like climbing gear.
Yes.
So I use my own climbing gear and hers.
Awesome. To safely rappel down.
To do this, I will do a finesse, and I will push myself, which allows me to do a feat of superhuman stuff. When you push yourself, choose one of the following: perform a feat of athletics that verges on the superhuman.
And what is that you're doing?
Just this whole thing of just grabbing her and free falling a couple of stories before rappelling the rest of the way. Because how tall is this building?
It's probably 5 stories.
Yeah, just dropping 1 story before
actually clicking it in?
Yeah.
Oh, so they can't cut the rope or anything?
Yeah.
Very clever. Very clever. Okay. Very good.
That's fucking badass.
Yeah, that is badass because I was going to cut your rope. I was going to get it.
She was going to anchor it underneath the balcony. Yeah.
Very smart. Very smart. I like it. Do it up.
Yes.
So roll that beautiful bean footage.
And since I took the 2 stress, I'm at.
No, I'm starting to get
stress.
up there myself.
Yeah, well, you have had some relief from your vices.
It's true.
It's true.
All right, would you call this desperate? Or
I would call this desperate. Yes, I think this qualifies. Desperate, desperate, but great.
Because if I get out of here, there's no way. Because everyone, the red sashes, were looking at Boris and the corpse.
Oh yeah.
No one was looking for someone crawling on the balcony.
Nope.
And 1 bonus die. Pull this shit off. We can do this.
Oh my
You
god!
fucking kidding me?
Oh my god!
These rolls tonight.
Oh
Oh,
my
my god.
Kidding me. Okay. Okay. I know, Kevin. Kevin, I feel it in your soul. I see the anger.
Well, no, now I'm trying to figure out what happens when you go above 9 stress.
Oh,
You get a trauma.
You get a trauma.
Yeah, that's a trauma.
Yep.
You get a trauma.
Yeah.
And you
But
can
your
take
stress
one.
goes to 0.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here's what'll happen. You see that she has focused on Boris. You're like, this is time. You're able to get the harness around her. Millie's like, what? What the fuck? As you fucking grab her and you kick off the balcony, you can see Sonora. We have a question about bits
To reroll, yeah.
Oh, how many bits?
I have a reroll. Don't know. That's a different game.
Yeah,
Different game.
so our general rule is 500 bits for a reroll, but it's up to you if you want to use it. It hasn't come up in Blades in the Dark yet.
No, yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay.
But not for this roll because it's already happened. But maybe after.
Respect.
After
I respect that.
After this
Absolutely.
moment.
Yeah.
You kick off. It is smooth. It is perfect. You see Sonora as she pulls the blade and sees, and she notices and just no, and you see her kind of fling her hand as you're like, nope, too late, and you hop over the edge. You free fall as Millie's just. There's no sound as you guys fall, and you are able to throw with your kind of almost superhuman accuracy and strength, throw a cord and wrap your hand around it so that when it digs and the pool, you hold on to the pool so that it doesn't snap her neck or anything or spine, and you and slam to the wall and then you begin to rappel all the way down quickly as your gloved hand holds onto the wire as Millie's hair is sort of in your face, and you are able to and fall. As you head down, you reach the cobblestone ground, and you fucking do it. And as you see, you're still holding on to Millie. She's very light, and as you hit the ground, Millie is like fighting. Do you unhook the harness from yourself?
I grab her by the harness
and just carry her.
I'm getting you out of here.
You grab her by the back as she oh my god! And she
come with me if you want to live.
She goes. You hear like a kind of grunt in pain, and she goes, "Oh my god!" And you look up and you see somebody and hit the ground of the cobblestone floor. It's and you look, and it's one of the red sashes. As you begin to hear gunshots from above. It's not Sonora, but it's one of the person she had with her just got fucking Sparta kicked off and you just look at the sword broken on her back, her body destroyed. As you begin to make your way, as you begin to run, not really pursued by anyone because that plan was very, very good and you avoided my whole conflict. Well done. As you make your way, however, Millie begins to slow down and stop. And she goes, I can't go anymore. And she sits down and goes, and she's hunched over, and you've been grabbing her by the back the whole time.
Yeah.
So you turn around and she goes, does this look bad? And she turns around and there is a small knife in her chest. Not where her heart is, but in her chest, she has a bad chest wound. As she...
It'll be fine.
And she coughs up some blood. Who are you?
I'm the sparrow who saved you. Give me the message.
The message? Oh. I don't think you'd understand it.
I don't have to. Give it to me.
And you see her kind of crying a little bit as she looks down at what's in her chest. She's in shock.
Yeah, I'm
When
hoping
she
to
goes-
get it out of her while she's in shock.
She looks at you. Arum Somnum. And it is spelled A-U-R-U-M. That's one word. Next word, S-O-M-N-U-M.
So just out of curiosity, for those of us who know Latin, because I have that's golden. Well, I don't know what I should say out loud. Should I not assume that there is a language that I understand that?
I would say, as of right now, this is an unknown dead language. This
Okay.
is a strange
Copy that.
thing
Copy
for her
that.
to say.
Copy that.
Shit.
As she...
Thank you, Millie. And I pull out the knife.
What do you say to her?
Thank you. And then I pull out the knife.
As the blood begins to pour from her wound.
And I walk away.
Ooh, that's fucked up.
And she just sits there as the blood begins to pool all over her and around her. Millie did not survive the encounter. And she dies on a cobblestone floor, a little confused, and never really knowing what the whole point of it was. Anyway, Sparrow has her portion of the message. Kay, you are on the fire escape. There are roaches filling the streets. Not literal roaches, but nasty little boys and girls who are part of the roach gang. There are a lot of them. The whole point of the roaches is that these people are fucking endless. They are the dregs of Dunslow. They are Dunslow. You can't kill them all, and they know the city like the back of their hand. But you know where that guy's going. You know he's handcuffed, and you know Dane the Brick Johnson's after him.
Could I do a flashback
Yes.
for stress and say that Victor gave me some like flash bombs of
Flashbang?
sorts?
Yeah.
Yeah, flashbang, get that thing. Toss a couple of those down at the roaches.
Okay, to make sure that they don't nab him when he walks out the front door.
Mm-hmm.
Front door. Okay. That's awesome. Make sure you take the stress.
Yep.
And as you look over and you see a bunch of them are gathering near the front door, and you see they don't have like really great weapons or even clothes. A lot of them just have like dirty shivs, and some of them just have like their bare hands, wooden sticks, chair legs. They're like a mob, sort of. That's what the roaches amass to. And you just take these small little capsules that he gave you, and he said, "Now remember, you throw them with enough force, and boom, but not killing boom. More like my eyes, boom." So it should be high enough, and you drop them, and as they, it's almost like a bunch of little pellets that slam on the ground. Like, you know those little poppers you used to get as kids?
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're bigger, and they just, and you see like all the roaches go, "Oh, father, fuck!" A bunch of them are blinded. The door slams open as you see a handcuffed man haul ass out. He looks around at a bunch of blinded roaches as they're rolling on the ground yelling, and he goes, "What in God's name?" and starts running through them as you see Dane the Brick Johnson. The door goes down as Dane just, "Get back here, you!" and starts chasing him. Do you want to...
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and
Or do you want to stay on the rooftops? Because Dunslow is made for that. You can absolutely, if you'd rather, keep the high ground.
I'm gonna go ahead and stay on the rooftops for now until I catch up with him, and then I have some climbing gear, so I want to go ahead and just rappel down. So basically, as I'm running, I'm like, shit, gotta get ready.
I'm gonna say you'd be able to zip line down in like, you want to try to cut them off, or do you want to like jump on the brick, or do you want, like, how do you want to do it when you catch up with them? Because you'll be able to catch up with them. How do you want to zip line down? Is it like an assault thing? are you?
No, I just want to go ahead and jump right in front of him.
Okay. I'm gonna say that you can be able to do that. As he hauls ass, you're fucking running alongside them, and as you see, he's handcuffed. He can't do shit. And as he's running, one of the roaches comes out of one of the alleyways, and you see jumps on Dane. It buys you like a second as he jumps on Dane and starts like trying to stab him with a shiv, and he's like, knock that off, and just slams him to the ground as he's like, like Hulk kind of slamming him, and you were able to blotch before Dane does.
I want to go ahead and just, you want to live? Come with me. And I'm just going to kind of grab him by the arm and try to pull him into the alley, roll for a prowl, and try to shake Dane. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I like it. Go ahead. Let's see you shake Dane.
And I want to go ahead and... What kind of devil's bargains do you got?
Okay. You will escape Dane if you roll high enough. However, you will run into... He's not nearly as dangerous, but you will run into someone else. You will have more of a run-in. You will have more of a run-in with the roaches.
Can I offer a flashback where I hand you one of the objects that I always carry, which is a fine shadow cloak?
Okay.
Oh?
As a way to assist, or
assist with the like something that's dark as. Remember, it's always nighttime here, so you can blend in a little bit darker into the darker alleyways. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll take the stress to do that if that will help.
You will take the stress for that?
Oh, you're awesome. No.
You're me at 9.
Wait, you're gonna get a...
10 is where I have trouble.
Okay.
But
you're at 9.
I also did just let someone die, so I'm totally cool with the trauma happening too.
I have the stress to wiggle with, so I have no qualms about taking it.
Well, I don't want to see you take that devil's bargain.
Okay. Yeah, no, you know what? I'll take the stress and you can, for the flashback then.
Well,
you already...
Yeah, I take the stress for it, because I'm assisting you.
Yeah, true.
And the way I'm giving you that die is by giving you my fine shadow cloak.
Okay.
I probably won't need this.
Roll it up.
Alrighty. Assuming risky.
Yes.
Standard.
I would say desperate. I would say desperate because you're in danger right now. Desperate and desperate standard.
Desperate standard. All right.
Yes. Roll that beautiful beam footage.
Oh, yes.
Excellent.
Yes.
So, what you are going to do, you are attempting to escape Dane and vanish into the alleyways of Dunslow. As you kind of remember that you have this cloak that Sparrow gave you, and do you throw it over yourself or do you throw it over him?
I'm gonna throw it over him.
Okay.
He's more, since it's more concerned with him.
You throw it over him. It completely covers him. As you walk, you slam him right into like an overhanging sign. As as you continue making your way through, but he will be definitely not found. And as you make your way through the alleyways, you kind of zip zop, and you're definitely getting farther away from Dane. You hear him like, damn it, as he's making his way further away, and you were able to escape him. As you make your way through the dark streets of Dunslow, you hear from under it, take this fucking thing off my face.
She's just gonna grab it by the top and just pull it.
All right, look. You're gonna get us fucking killed because you don't know your way around here. So look, I can get us out of here as long as you promise not to fucking kill me. Are you here to kill me?
No.
Okay, so this is about this message, yeah?
Yeah.
Good. Get me out of here safe, and I'll give you the fucking message. Right?
Noted. Let's go.
All right. There's an old warehouse. It's right there. We cut through the warehouse, and we get to the other side. It keeps us out of the alleyways because they are crawling. You can hear them.
And you do indeed hear like they're calling to each other, like, "Hey, wait over here! Okay, hello there."
And he's like, I used to hop through there all the fucking time.
All right, let's go.
Okay, so you choose Blotch's way. As he runs over, he tries to open the door with his foot. He's like, fuck, and he can't do it. So do you open the door for her?
She's just gonna kind of like give him that sideways glance and just open the door. I know someone who can help with those, by the way. Let's go.
Oh, that's good. I need these fucking things off me. And as you guys start making your way through, nope, that's not how this game works. You don't have perception.
No, you don't.
As you make your way through, because you have chosen to go in the Blotch's direction, you make your way, and as you walk through this warehouse, it's full of trash and like garbage and junk. It looks like nobody could even store something in here. There's so much stuff. And as you start walking through it, you step on something and you hear, and you look down, and around your foot catches a wire.
I would like to use my special plot armor.
Okay, what the fuck? Okay. How do you use your special plot armor work?
So I get special armor that I can give to one person to protect them in a situation.
Okay.
And I would like to use it now.
So we can say it sucks her boot off instead of her?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so as this, mark that you just spent that.
Yeah. Yep.
Can you do that once a game?
Once per score.
Once per score, okay.
Yeah.
As this tripwire like wraps around your foot, you kind of
Oh no, twice per score.
Okay.
I have armor that is special armor, so I have it twice.
Well, wait, is this only for damage?
You may expend your special armor to protect a teammate, or to push yourself when you gather information or work on a long-term project. So I can either do it to protect a teammate or to push myself on a long-term project.
This definitely counts as protecting, so
Yeah.
I definitely get that. You slip your foot out quick enough. It does like throw you on your back for a second, but you are not caught and suspended 10 feet in the air. Your boot is, and it just hangs there. And as you look around, the Blotch is making his way through the trash with this thing on, which makes him harder to find. And he is a hound. He is hiding somewhere in this warehouse, and you must hunt to find him.
Damn it, I like those shoes. I'm going to go ahead and take off the other boot because it's kind of hard to walk without, and I'm going to track him down.
Okay, roll it. Hunt or whatever you prowl or however you
hunt. Yeah. Risky or desperate?
No, I would say this
Risky?
is risky standard.
Oh, yay!
All right. So you are able to. It doesn't take you long. He's fucking handcuffed, and you hear. Fuck, son of a bitch. And you are able to kind of creep up over like this large box, and you find him trying to saw these metal shackles off on this old hacksaw that's just sort of sticking out of one of the garbage trucks. As he's trying to hack it, and just as you're about to grab him, you notice that someone else is walking up through the trash, making their way to him. You have enough time if you want to snag him and go. This person may or may not hear you. Or, if you want, you can let this play out and see who this person is and what they want with him.
I'm not going to risk it. Snag him, go.
Okay, I want you to roll something that makes you sneaky unless you don't give a shit and you're just going to haul ass.
Prowl.
Prowl? Okay.
Risky? No.
I would say that this, because it's like...
Desperate, yeah, because it's like right there.
Desperate and standard.
All right, I'm going to assist you with an extra dime. This is my last assist on the score. This is my last piece of help for anyone. And it's because your shoes came off. It's just luck. Like at this point, it's just you're lucking out of it, and you get the bonus die because at some point I'm like, you got to watch out for bear traps, man. They're the worst. And you did, and it just kind of helped you out because and that's it. It's done.
Oh, so much help, so much love. Y'all are awesome. Okay.
That's good.
Mixed results.
Okay.
That's 5.
You fucking wrap the thing over his head again and make sure that it tightens around his mouth. And now you're not fucking playing. Hoist him by his handcuffs. It's like, and he's being quiet. as you make your way around one of the trash piles, and you hear like someone walking, and you hear someone snaking about. As you hear him making his way through the trash, and you see a figure in like a big heavy coat as he crawls up the trash and stands up. And he crawls down the other side of the trash pile. And you can, as you have the thing around his mouth, you see that he himself is like, I don't know what that was. Like, I don't know what that was. And as you start making your way out, he seems less like fighting you because he wasn't sure who or what that was. And as you start making your way out, you're walking, and you stop, and you look down and you see a bear trap, and you move your foot away, and you remember Grimulka, you just gotta watch out for bear traps. You're probably like, when the fuck am I gonna? Who uses bear traps? Just
it's a thing. I've run into it once myself. Yeah.
So you and move your foot and go past it. And as you're making your way past one of the trash piles, you kind of nonchalantly look to your right and you stop. And hanging out of one of the trash piles seems to be the body of a man. And it looks like he was pulled by one of those pull cords because the other half of him is hanging from the air. And it looks like he was crudely sawn in half by some sort of jagged blade. And you just sort of stop for a second to see that, and you hear like the person crawling around in the trash, and Blotch is like, let's go. He doesn't seem like he wants to fight you anymore.
As we leave, she's just gonna kind of quietly mutter to herself, "Fucking bear traps."
and you exit the warehouse in Dunslow, leaving that behind, and hopefully leaving the rest of them behind. So, here's what's going to happen. Ebony, Sparrow, you have your information. You're good. Grimulkin, you are able to slip into the night and escape. Kay, with his help, as he saw something worse than you, he wants to get the fuck out of Dunslow. And I will say that you can escort him out quietly. Ebony, we left you guys off at a bit of an action point. You guys are making your way through the streets and hauling ass. As you do so, Kyle and Bill are slapping it, and Brendan is sitting there, and he looks white as a ghost. And as you guys are leaving Crow's territory, he now begins to get a little jittery, and you can just see him like thinking.
Don't think. Just give me the damn message so I can get you out of here safely.
I told you.
It's not for you.
When I'm safe, it is for me. It is for me.
Really? You think that all of this is because of something for you?
I don't know what the fuck this is. I don't know why you people want this so fucking much. But it's for me. Get me safe. Get me to a safe spot and I'll fucking tell you.
Fine.
And I am going to roll something now. A 3. As you guys are making your way, let me look up my contingency plan. For your destruction. No.
Great, yeah.
As you are making your way out of Crow's territory, you have now left Crow's territory. You are entering Billhook territory, I guess. I don't know where these lines actually are. I'm just saying. Amidst the city, you're now entering Billhook territory. Billhook territory is more, friendly to you.
Yeah.
As you make your way through, eventually there is another cart rolling alongside yours, and Kyle looks over and he knocks on the roof and goes, It's Billhook's. They want us to pull over. And
I will lean my head out and go, it's just us. It's fine.
And as one of the gnarly, bill hooks is driving, another one's kind of hanging out the side, and it's one of Groon's goons, one of his big bodyguards. As his large arms kind of hang over the side, and he goes, "You involved in that message nonsense?"
No, none at all.
"You coming out of Crow's territory?" As you guys are riding next to each other, slowed down, a little bit of a slower pace, because Kyle's trying not to piss them off.
I had some business out there.
Business, huh? Oh, you got in that carriage?
A friend.
Can I see him?
No.
Pull over.
Now, what would your boss say?
Pull the fucking car over.
And I'm going to...
You could try to sway him and convince him and roll for it. It would take a roll to make him back off.
Yeah. I'm actually going to use consort to do the same thing.
Consort? Okay. So go ahead and roll that business. And what are you telling him to convince him to back off?
Look, it's just a friend, a special friend. I'm just shoot.
Okay, I like it. Go ahead and roll. It's simple. He would understand it.
Risky?
I would say this is risky. Yes, I would say risky standard.
Okay.
Mixed results. Okay. He goes, all right. Keep your boy toy, but I'm gonna come by, and I'm gonna let the boss know, and then I'm gonna come by and we'll check on yous. The Thunder Bucket, right? Your friend told us where you're living.
Yeah.
We'll
Come by, have a drink.
I think we will.
All right.
And he hits the carriage, and the carriage driver goes, and he goes, and you make your way back. All of you are able to make your way back to the Thunder Bucket. You with Brendan Normans, Crystal, Evan, I'm sorry, Scarlet with the Blotch, Grimalkin dressed as some other man, walking in and sweating profusely as he rips this up. Woo! As you had to run back, you had to make your way. Well, he probably hits the carriage on the way back, but yeah. And Sparrow walking in with nothing, empty-handed. So.
All right. So we'll sit downstairs since I'm not going to try to make new charms for everybody.
So Brendan takes his seat. The Blotch is seated down, still covered in the cloak. Do you take the cloak off him or just leave him like that?
I'll go ahead and take it off and hand it over to Sparrow.
Okay. You do so. As you take it off, Brendan looks at Blotch, and Blotch looks at Brendan, and Brendan goes, "You son of a bitch. This was your fault. This had to be fucking your fault." And he goes, "My fault? Fuck you, you fucking flyer." And he goes, "Let's go."
Both of you stop it.
Scarlet's gonna wordlessly smack the Blotch upside the back of the head. Shut up.
I didn't even fucking do anything. He's the one talking shit.
All right, look. Sparrow.
Evan will smack the other one upside the head. Knock it off.
Ow.
Apparently we all went off on our own and did our own things, and each came back with one of our quarry. Do you know the location of ours? The third one? You are muted, I believe.
I am not. I'm just being quiet. Let's discuss it privately. And she looks over at the two.
All right.
Well, we need the messages from these two first.
All right.
So
We had a deal.
A deal's a deal. I'll give you my part.
Norman.
Brendan, Normans? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I promised to get you out of Crow's territory and provide for you a job. You were feeling unfulfilled. I always have more room for employ. As you can see, we're a well put together crew. But that requires something from you as well. What is the message?
He looks over at Blotch. Blotch nods to him, and he... All right. But you're not really going to understand it.
We don't need to.
Mine's a little long. Sub oblivioni tradite foliorum.
Oblivioni.
So sub oblivioni, you got that, Thrak?
Yeah, got that.
The next word is TRADITAE.
IT. Traditai.
Yep. And then FOLIORUM. That's the last one.
FOLIORUM. Foliorum.
Yes. Yes.
Sub oblivione traditiae foliorum.
Yes.
Okay.
And Blotch goes, well, mine's really short. It's ego sum venitet. So EGO, first word. Second word, SUM.
Yep.
Third word, PAENITET. Now,
PAENITET.
Yes. Now, since... Yep. And since you have two of the three people still alive, they can translate it for you because they know the language. There you go. Now. Sorry, to cut you off.
No, you're good. Scarlett's just going to kind of look a little confused at the message. What does it mean? And she's just going to kind of jingle on the blotches.
It's a dead fucking language. It's something we learned as kids.
Yeah, it's not used anymore, but you know, I mean, it's a little bit rusty. I could try to translate it if you want, but there's a piece missing. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
What piece is that? Do we know? Sparrow.
My piece. The piece I have.
Well, what's the piece?
Aram Somnum.
You see both the blotch. Brendan's trying to like think about it, and the blotch. Holy shit. Holy shit.
Well,
go on.
So, here's the deal. I'll translate this for you because Knucklenuts over there is not going to think of it. And Brendan's like, I've almost got it.
I pull out my knife.
Listen. All right. I'll get 30%.
30% of what?
30% of what we are going to find.
So here's the thing. We are agents.
Yes. It mentioned gold.
All right, look. I can't promise you anything unless I know what the message is. I cannot assess the value to make a deal.
That's not how this works. I'll get 30% of what we find.
If I may, you're at a bit of a disadvantage.
So are you. Good luck translating that dead fucking language.
Oh no,
it'll take you months.
Scholar.
It'll take months, I promise. It won't take a month. Shut the fuck up! Just trying to kick him.
We have somebody else right there.
Yeah.
Look at him. And you see him like writing it down and he's spelling them wrong. He's like, oh, shit. I know it's got something to do with trees, leaves. And he's like, shut the fuck up. So he just wants 30% of what you find because of the message. Not 30% of your pay for the job.
All right, so 30% of what we find. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, exactly.
I look at everyone else.
Fine, whatever.
10.
That's... You're starting the negotiation too low.
15.
15%. That's much better. It's credible.
25.
20.
And
All right.
stab you in the leg.
You'll take 17.5 and you'll walk out of here with no leg wounds.
She said 20. He points to Scarlet.
I didn't throw in the leg wounds.
You'll take 17 and I won't slit your damn throat.
We're a bit
Release.
mercurial.
All right.
17% it is. What is it?
Fine. You ready?
Yes.
Gold sleeps under the forgotten leaves.
Under the forgotten leaves.
The last one is just, I'm sorry.
All right.
Told you, mine was short.
All right. Well, that's very
Okay.
helpful.
Well, the thing is, I know where that is.
Really?
Oh, yes.
Well, we need to check in with our benefactor before we do anything else.
All right.
What is it you believe this to be?
He looks over to Brendan, and Brendan looks back. Brendan starts to speak. We were given this message as part of a will. There's someone that we all knew who died, and we're inheriting some stuff, I guess.
Who?
That's none of your fucking business.
It really is.
It really fucking isn't.
At the moment, it's secondary.
We're all getting it.
At the
All right.
moment, it's not getting your fucking
We're
information.
picking fights over secondary information, which is unnecessary at the moment. They know the location. We need to check in with our benefactor before we do anything else.
We need to get them out of here.
And we need to find a safe place to hide them, that is correct. You are probably safe here,
No,
but I'm sure we can find somewhere more safe for you. I have an idea, actually.
I have one as well.
Mine could be more fun for them.
I'm listening.
Probably.
Did I actually end up buying that brothel? I did, didn't I? Or was that just
Mm-mm. You don't have the coin for that. Your
Okay.
mother's brothel?
Yeah.
You were speculating on buying it after this job if you had enough coin for it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. That's what I was going to buy.
We can discuss how much it would be worth.
Yeah, I also sent you another idea on something I literally just realized that we can talk
I will
way
read it.
later. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can take them to that house of ill repute that I know so well.
Someone, did you tell us that someone found you there once?
Someone who is now in my pocket.
Next downtime, you'll talk to him. But yeah.
The burned out theater has a tunnel beneath it.
I would rather go to a brothel.
Most
shocked.
people would.
By this
Yes.
revelation.
I can hide very well in a brothel right between two pillows. Hey! And he looks over to Brennan, and Brennan goes, come on.
And Brendan, that's why we're hiring you.
I flick the knife up and catch it.
Ah, that was a cool trick. He seems oblivious. You didn't know that you're threatening him.
So the reason I say the brothel is because A, there's more people to keep an eye on them. And we can send the boys with them. B, there's not a lot of squiggly room to run away into some dark tunnel somewhere.
Kyle and Bill high five a little bit. Yes.
Kyle? Oh no, Kyle and Bill. I go, Brendan,
Yeah.
other folk. What is it? Nigel? She pulls out her notebook and puts it away. The red sashes are coming to kill you.
The red sashes were coming to kill me?
Just like they killed Minnie. So you will stay with us. And we'll keep you hidden. I couldn't save her. We can save you.
He looks over to Blotch, and Blotch is just looking down. Yo, I'll go wherever you want. I can't go back to the crows, and Blotch is... Everybody wants to kill him one day, and... No, kill him the next, and... Yeah, we'll go where you want. That's good to know.
Are you comfortable having them around people, Sparrow?
Your
We're
people,
not-
yes.
I'm not gonna run. Where the fuck am I gonna go? You're the only people. I mean, here I am. We gave you the info, and I'm not dead. So, I figure I can trust you at least to some degree. And if you're serious about that job, Mr. Grimalkin...
Absolutely.
Well, you seem serious about it. Yeah, you seem honest, so...
I'll
We have-
lie, but not to people I want to work with.
Well, we don't really have any other choice, then. He looks to Blotch, and Blotch is like...
Say it, Blotch.
Say what?
You don't have any other choice.
No, I don't have any other choice. Can I have my gun back?
Fuck no! Not until all... I mean, no, not until all of this is
No.
over.
All right. So, they agree. We can say that you can absolutely get them to that safe haven. And yeah. Then next stop would be to go.
It is 11.
deliver- I know.
Okay.
I just want to
Okay.
know where the stopping point is for our story.
I mean, you guys want to deliver the message and see what happens? And then call
Yeah.
it? Okay.
You okay with that?
Good with
Yeah.
I have 10 more minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you are going to deliver the message to Siren,
Yes.
the actual message.
Yes.
You arrive at the school for the blind. The school for the blind is empty. There is no students, there are no blind people being taken care of. It is empty. She is there. She is waiting in her office in a completely empty building. She has candles lit, and as you walk, the door is already wide open. You know that is so that she can hear the echoing footsteps down the hallway because it's not busy right now. And as you approach, you can see the candle lit, and she is sitting at her desk, and it appears that she has some bags.
If I may, before I go, I would like to send Skulks to let me know that the place is secure.
It absolutely is. No one
Okay.
is in there. She's not being held hostage. It's not like a trap.
Okay.
I will just say that. We don't have to.
Okay. I poke my head in. Hello, darling.
Grimalkin. Welcome.
I have good news.
I thought you would.
But the place seems incredibly empty. Why?
First, before you receive payment, I would like to hear the message.
I am talking on a personal nature to a friend of mine. Why does your school look like it is no longer open and your bags are packed as if you're about to leave somewhere?
None of the students are here because I don't want them getting hurt. And I'm packing my bags because I'm going to be laying low for a while.
What did you do?
In good time, what is the message? Did you get it? Were you
Of
able?
course I got it. Of course I did. My
Did any-
people were brilliant.
Did any of the other gang reach any of the messages?
Would you have all told me what happened?
They pretty much did.
I just said that the red sashes killed her, and that I was unable to save her.
As far as I'm aware, no. Sadly, one of the message bearers has passed on. However, the other two message bearers are with us, and we were the first to hear the message as far as I'm aware.
I was afraid that would happen. Well, this is still excellent news. Then the contents of the result of the message is yours. And as for the payment, for doing this job for me, I appreciate it. You can have, I believe we said 3 coin per person. Your team usually consists of 5 people.
5 people, yes.
coin. Now, obviously, I don't have that much lying around in some vault, Grimulkin, but I do have something worth 15 coin, and it is the asset that is this food. Feel free to liquidate it as you feel. Sell it to who you wish. The only thing I ask is that you do not sell it to the leader of the Red Sashes. She wouldn't buy it anyway. But
you're stop. There's a lot not happening in what you're saying.
Yes.
Why are you closing the school and going into hiding? Is there anything we can do to help?
There wasn't enough time, Grimulkin. I have debts throughout the city. They are not extreme or because of a lavish lifestyle, obviously. They are debts incurred for taking care of this place and for taking care of many others throughout the city. I foolishly take it upon myself to do so. These debts were manageable until I learned that all of my debts were being bought by someone. They were being picked up, collected, like little trophies. Now that that person was in control of my debts, they called them all in and gave me 3 days to pay.
Who are they?
Her name is Clev.
Claire?
Clev. K-L-E-V. Her name is Clev. She is the leader of the Red Sashes. And she is a monster. Grimulkin. I did not have enough time to formulate a proper plan. So I did the only thing that I could think of. I was either going to die because I could not pay her, or I was going to have to pay her this school, which I'd rather die than do first. So I was in a bit of a predicament. Now,
so your plan was to liquidate all of your assets by sending us on a mission that you did not care about the end of, only wishing to ensure that the Red Sashes themselves did not get at the information while sending yourself into hiding.
No.
Okay, good, because that's ridiculous.
I needed a way to give away the school so that she could not get a hold of it. And if I simply ran away, she would seize my asset. The asset needs to no longer be mine, hence I'm giving it to you. I trust you, Grimulkin. For all of your flaws, I trust you as a person, and I'll trust that you wouldn't give it to her. I would rather die than see this place in her hands or see anything of mine in her hands.
I respect that.
That being said, I needed to remove all assets from myself so that she could have nothing to gain. The patients and the students I sent away scattered throughout the city, awaiting my call when I so need them. In the meantime, the school is yours to do with, as you please. The job itself was a means to give me a reason to pay you. Essentially, I couldn't just give you the school, that would be too suspicious. But pushing me into a desperate situation like calling in all the debts and then making it look and appear as if I was gambling it all on some grand scheme
this was what I just said.
Is what it will appear to look like to the gang members. However, what it really is a double-edged blade. 1, I no longer have assets, she cannot get it. 2, I'm going to disappear, she cannot get it. 3, you have just completed a job that pitted you against almost every gang in the city. Your renown will go up, they will remember you for this, but not in a negative light, because they understand that it wasn't directed to them. You simply beat them to the punch. Now, I'm helping your reputation, Grimulkin. I believe that owes me a great favor from you. Not that I'm going to collect that at a later date, but allowing you to accelerate your standing in the city will allow me to accelerate my standing in the city when I make my comeback, and rest assured, Grimulkin, I will come back. And I will rely on you to do so.
You don't care at all about the contents of the message?
Unfortunately, no. The message was a convenient means to an end. I learned about it. It belonged to a rich nobleman who simply wanted his 3 children to receive this message. The message was meant to bring them together, I guess, of sorts. I'm not totally sure. I believe it's supposed to give them their inheritance. But seeing as how his noble house crumbled under the weight of significant people, his noble house was able to fall apart, and I believe he squirreled away a certain savings for them somewhere, probably buried it or something. And he gave them their message. I learned about this and placed misinformation in the right hands. That misinformation grew and accelerated, as it's ought to do here in the city. I made sure that each gang member thought that it was something that they needed, or something that they needed to get rid of. That pitted all of the gangs against each other and against you. Again, giving the opportunity to prove yourself, which I knew you would do flawlessly. Well, almost flawlessly.
I've got a bit of a bruise.
I did not mean for anyone to die. But I knew it was a risk, of course.
You put dangerous people in a dangerous game with innocent people in between. People were going to die.
Gormalkin, I had 3 days, and this was the only plan that presented itself.
Your plan was fine, and everything. You are going to go be safe. We are going to go find some money, make 2 inheritors very happy, and apparently now we have a school for the blind that is empty.
No, what you have, Gormalkin, is an asset. If you'd
Indeed,
like,
I understand. Yes.
If you'd like, I could send word to my agents, and they could return to the school. It could come right back into working order. That would please me greatly, and you would have a network of essentially spies. If you don't want that, then feel free, and I can keep them in hiding and keep them reporting only to me, and you can sell the school for 15 coin, or you can keep it and turn it into something of your own.
I'll just need to talk it over with my crew.
It's a hardy building. It has good bones.
Right.
Well, is that all then, Gormalkin?
What? I would not even ask that. Never mind. You just stay safe as you go disappear for a while.
I will. And I will be in touch. I have much work to do to climb this ladder and get out of this hole I'm in. And if climbing out of the ladder sees Clev in a grave, then...
I will happily help you with that, of course, for the right price.
Would you?
Of course.
In
the
good
Red
time.
Sash is murderous and unnecessary.
They are worse than that, Gormalkin. But I will be in touch. I will. Now then, I believe my chauffeur is here. And in through the door walks Bozo of the Mimes. And he goes, "Oh, you're here!" And he runs over with his hands up. And he wants you to put your hands up. And he grips your hands. "So good to see you. Such a pleasure to see you again."
It's always a pleasure to see you, Bozo. I'm glad you're doing well, and I know with Siren in your care, she will be definitely safe.
Of course. Are you ready to go, my little blind pumpkin? And he pokes her on the nose. He goes, "Don't fucking do that, you freak." And he goes, "Ooh, spicy today." "Well, all right then. I have set it all up. We have a safe house for you in...
Nope. Why don't you...
He looks to you, like immediately switches his eye to you, and she's like, "Not here." And he goes, "Of course.
I will take my leave so you can gather your bags. I will go over to Siren and I will give her a big old hug.
She gives it back to you. You can feel that though she sort of tricked you and feels a little bad for it, she is extremely thankful for you as a person in her life. You can just tell.
Yeah. A peck on the forehead. And then I walk away.
"All right, Bozo. Take me away." He goes, "Excellent. Right this way. Mind the gap." "What gap? I'm just playing. I fucking hate you." And so, with Siren escaping or out of the way, you exit the school. Now, were you alone, or was the rest of the crew waiting outside?
I leave it up to them.
I was waiting outside.
Same.
I was waiting.
Okay, so you're all waiting outside. As Gormalkin, as you exit the school, you walk out to meet your team. What do you tell them?
So, you see this building behind us?
Yes.
I was about to make a really bad joke. I'm not going to do it.
All right.
Over the line. Zing!
It is apparently ours now as payment worth of 15 coin. However, we could sell it. There is a built-in network of spies if we choose to reopen it. And perhaps it will gain some small income. I'm very interested in the network of spies, by the way. I think that would be the most useful possible use, just personally.
They're blind spies. The blind people of the city. Like, that's that's a cool way. But
You don't need to. You can turn it into a whorehouse if you want. You can turn it into a crack den.
Or
Do that.
We can do whatever we like with it.
Turn it into a coliseum.
Why would we do any of those things?
I don't know. They all sound fun.
Yeah.
I don't care how we use this, but we use it.
Yeah,
Pie sounds
fine.
good.
All right. We still have the problem with the kids to solve. Apparently, it was their inheritance from their father, and the whole thing was to bring them together and blah 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 blah. That we talked one of them down.
Touchy-feely.
Yes, we talked one of them down to 17% of their own inheritance, which makes me smile. Good deal. This actually makes me incredibly happy. I don't even think you know. So I think that's probably our next step, and then reopen this place. Did she give me the information of who to contact to reopen this place?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's more of a thing.
Yeah.
You choose what you want to do now with this asset, essentially.
Okay. Yeah.
No, for about 2 hours, I was the most wanted thing in this city.
Oh.
What did you say?
About 2 hours, I was the most wanted thing,
Oh,
and no one knew it.
Does it feel good?
She walks away.
So you all make your way, I would say, back to the Thunder Bucket, I guess, and think about your next move. Well done. Congratulations, everyone. You have completed the message. You guys got a lot less hurt than I thought you would. But those damn flashbacks, you keep gutting me before I can gut you. Very good. I'll start throwing more knives at you. So, well done. I hope everybody enjoyed watching us play Blades tonight. And before we sign off, as always, let us go around the room. Tell us who you are, where we can find you, and tell us something that you liked about tonight. Let's start with Crystal.
hello, people. My name is Crystal Fear. You can find me at Crystal_Fear on Twitter and at Crystal Fear pretty much everywhere else. This was a frustrating one, but my favorite part of the night has to be Grimalkin deciding to just fall off the fucking carriage.
That was good. That was
Narratively, I got hit by a lamppost. Sean decided to fall out of the carriage.
Yes. Yeah. Very good.
Yeah.
I also like that. If we had more time, I was definitely going to have you get jumped by crows. But you viciously putting on makeup sounded way more fun and way more interesting than fighting your way out. That's good. Kay.
Hey, I'm Kate, also known as Undead K on the interwebs. You can find me on Twitter at K_undead. You can also find me sometimes lurking, randomly posting puns or something of the nature on the Welcome to the Party Discord. And you can also find me on a Discord channel called Adventures at Sea, pirate shenanigans, trauma drama pirates. It's good stuff. So check that out sometime.
All right, very cool.
Oh yeah, favorite part of the night, by the way. I gotta say the sparrow, like, just okay. Here's the blade. Okay, thanks. Bye.
The mercy killing.
Yeah, the mercy killing. Just take the blade out. Just be like, thanks. Pat pat. Bye.
Oh, I thought you were killing her faster when you did that.
No, I was making sure she died by pulling the blade out, knowing that it would probably kill her. I might have been able to save her, but it would have been difficult, and
you didn't have time. You didn't want to have time. That's good. I like it. Very cool. And speaking of which, Bisonic.
hello, I am Bisonic Kevin on the Twitters. I'm all over the Discord, and this weekend I will be participating in the big charity stream for Races.
Races.
It's not racist Texas. That's a whole different thing. It's racist Texas.
That's just Texas.
And I will be playing Star Trek Adventures on Saturday night with John Suttonow, and it's gonna be fun. I can't wait. You can also find me here on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. running Rifts, a game which is very weird and a lot of fun.
Yes.
All right, that's all I've got, I think. Yeah. Let's see. I loved I loved Kay choosing like, yeah, put me through a wall. Yeah.
Come in.
That sounds fun.
Excellent. And Throck?
Hey, what's up? I'm Sean, also known as Throck, co-founder here. Welcome to the party. And tonight was awesome. Just top to bottom, like the whole like switching between 3 action scenes was amazing. And as a GM who has done that, I know how difficult it can be to kind of balance all that out time-wise. And so like, kudos on that level. And then making them all
pacing.
intense. Yeah, the pacing was great. The tension was great. And I think things came to good and interesting resolutions. And that always makes me happy. My favorite bit was probably... It's either Sparrow just like yoinking the person off of the balcony and being like, "Bzz," which was just inspired, or Ebony being like, no, it's my date, to the Bill Hooks. Both of those just made me like big smile. Those are, and then I think also everybody had a great moment tonight is my problem, because Scarlett with taking the other boot off and going, those are my favorite shoes, and then like manhandling the guy also made me really happy. Like just everything. Yeah, it was just everybody had an amazing character moment tonight. Where can you find me? The only thing I care about right now, and the only thing I'm going to talk to you about is the charity shit. We can talk about other stuff at another time. Starting Friday at 8 p.m. and going through 10 p.m. on Sunday, we are running 50 hours straight of role-playing games for Rayaces, Texas, which is an immigration and asylum seeker, immigration and refugee legal fund in Texas, working on the front lines of the immigration debate. They directly work with people seeking immigration, people in detention centers. They try and reunite families. It's a huge, important work that they're doing, and couldn't be more happy that we're partnering with them to do 50 hours of fundraising, trying to raise $5,000 over that time. We're going to have 2 legendary bundles from D&D Beyond, like a year's worth of Roll20, like 2 years worth of Roll20 subscriptions. We've got 2-month Sirenscape things, like $450 from Modiphius to give away. All sorts of insanity. B. Dave Walters is going to be there. I just blanked on her name from D&D Beyond, Heroes of the Veil, the DM from Heroes of the Veil. I'm Jennifer Kretschner, I think. She's been super fun to talk to. And then, of course, Nerdburger Craig is going to run Die Laughing. And the writer of Sigmata is going to run Sigmata. And then Joe Sandow, who does Picard Tweets. And Riker Googles is going to do a Star Trek Adventures game. And we have tons of crazy stuff. We're also giving out a 1901 edition of The Wizard of Oz during a D&D one-shot that is based on The Wizard of Oz. So there's just all sorts of insanity happening over the weekend. And I'll be kicking the whole thing off at 8 p.m. Eastern with a homebrewed, swashbuckling adventure in D&D 5e set in the world of Thea, which is the 7th Sea world, which I've ported over into D&D a little bit. And we'll be giving away a legendary bundle during that first stream. So you should come by. It'll be awesome. And you should be there. Starting 8 p.m. Eastern, Friday, 50 hours. Come join us for amazing charity times.
Awesome. And I will be in that charity on Saturday from 4 to 6, I believe, is Die Laughing. Yeah. And that is the game, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. And that is the game I'm going to be playing, and it looks awesome.
I'm in a late night game. It's going to be great.
Nice.
It's going to be great.
The weekend, man. Who cares?
Yeah.
Just have fun. So great job, guys. I think you guys did all fucking awesome. Everybody gets 5 XP, of course. I'm going to say, because I heard it multiple times, I'm going to give the 6th one to Sparrow because of the pulling the cork on Minnie and letting her bleed to death in an alleyway like a heartless monster. Sparrow, terrible, evil, most evil character in the game. So, well done. You guys kicked ass. And I'm surprised you got at least 2 of them alive. Really good. So, I am Evan. I'm Evan Jennings 64 on the Twitter. I was your storyteller, your GM tonight. I also play in the Rifts game that Kevin runs, and it's awesome. It's every Tuesday. I run this game every Wednesday. And definitely check out the charity event because it looks awesome. And
yeah, I think it's running a little late, so everybody have a good night.
All right, we're going to go raid our friends at Soul Bear RPG, who are playing some D&D Beyond in the Critical Role world of Tal'Dorei over at Soul Bear. I'm going to type it out here, RPG. So join us with all of your D20 sorts of funness as we go welcome the raid to Soul Bear RPG here in 5 seconds. Everyone say bye and I love you. Bye!
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 Much love! Bye, 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 bye. Keep saying bye.